Hello, Scratch. Hello, Sunset. I should go grab some booze or something. Oh. Okay. I'll be back in a sec. Go and grab booze. Oh, touch the mic, sorry. Alright, I'm back. Every time I see the stream starting scene, it makes me think of an Oklahoma sunset and Rainbow Dash flying through wide open plains in Australia. Yeah. Actually, this whole background, I think, was made in the middle of working on Australia. I wouldn't be surprised if I think it was done afterwards, because some of the stuff I learned on how to do sky and stuff from doing that video, I think I used here. I don't think I copy pasted it though. I'm pretty sure it was made from scratch. Yeah, I think it was around the time that I had that idea of doing like the commission templates, where I'd make a template for a like loss or a seamless video, and then you could take it as it is for really cheap, or have custom character added or custom posing for an extra fee. It was a way of trying to make like a YCH kind of thing for it. I mean, not your character, but like if there was a model for it, I could try to customize it. I mean, commissions are fine, but usually most people want to like, I want to do a commission, and then it's this huge idea video, which makes it stupid expensive, because it's like, if I'm going to spend 1,000 hours on this, it's going to be expensive. And so the idea was, well, why don't I make a cheaper way to do it? Still wish, I've thought about going back to it. I think we're kind of well past that for the fandom. to go. Before I looked red, now I look yellow. Is it just the screen? Yeah, it's just the screen. I don't want to have the lights like super bright so the screen impacts things a little bit. Anyway, hello Nolan, hello Matt, hello Sunset, hello Scratch. Michael will be down in a couple minutes. I don't know what he was doing. That man eats pizza faster than any person I know. I think he like can scarf down a slice of DiGiorno in like 3 bites. Him and Adam both. Like I'll start eating before them, and they'll finish before me. I don't really chew. I think they're just like penguins, and they just shove it down the gullet. Anyway, I think we're pretty damn close to getting this done. Yep. I see I did the one blend, and I just need to do some of these other blends. Kowalski progress report. I can't remember what that's from, but I know the name. The idea of estimate commission scares me because I feel like it would result in a lot of explaining to people they need model first. Yes, there's the main reason I've never done commissions is most of it is people's OCs, and I'm not going to do custom models. If they brought their models in, sure. But the 2 main types of commissions are, and there's crossover, is going to be some kind of OC and some kind of romance, including porn. And if that's already covering the vast majority of anything, then yeah. I think I've done 2 paid commissions in my entire 11 years of doing this. And they didn't. One of them was definitely like basically like half pennies on the dollar, but I just wanted to do it anyway. I've been known to bite down on a finger or two to scarf down a sandwich. I just don't. It's not even about enjoying the food. I just feel like I don't want to swallow anything unfinished. But Michael hurt himself because there was some bread. It was fresh bread, really good bread, but he just didn't finish chewing it before swallowing, and it like cut his throat on the way down, and he had like throat pain for a week. Finish chewing your food. Mush it up. So yeah, Trixie's not baked. Oh, I do need to do her magic on these. Did I do the magic on that? No, I haven't done that yet. What if my commission is to insert my visible OC in the background of every animation? I will do that for you for $1,000 a video, just for you. It's a lot of work, but I'll manage it. I can have this one done yesterday. You know, also the thing I don't really like about commissions too is that generally that you don't own the content. So it means if it's not put on my channel, it's going to be put on somebody else's, which means at least perpetually there's no ad revenue, and you're taking away content from people that would enjoy it otherwise. So then you're hurting your channel too. So it's like any cost has to include what you're giving up as well as what you'd gain. Hello, Michael. Oh, who died?
No one. I just like this shirt.
You're wearing black and black.
Well.
It has dark blue underneath.
Mm-hmm.
Not black.
Yeah.
That's good. What a deal. Wait, 1,000 American or Canadian? American. That's the higher number.
Yeah, well, why aren't you doing Nolan's commission?
He's commissioned to make an invisible OC. I said, yeah, I'll do it for $1,000.
I'll give you 1,000 rubles.
Rubles?
Yeah.
As long as you send it through PayPal.
Okay.
Because it'll be converted.
1,000 rubles will be converted to whatever that is in the U.S.
No, it's 1,000 US and whatever the rubles is.
I think right now 1,000 rubles is like $10. And it'll all be yours.
Hold on. I don't have the thing turned on. No booze.
Not yet. I'm gonna ease into it.
Why?
I don't know. I'm still
Because you drink way too much Sunday?
Maybe. I'm just not feeling it. at the
What?
moment.
I
think I'm
what?
overtired. You can be overtired and not want to drink. I
Apples,
want to stay
apples,
awake
apples.
for this. I need to see
Yeah,
these
voice
horses.
Apples, apples.
I'm trying to figure out that word.
No, it's there.
Oh, Steve Jobs. Oh, I need to like, is it the turtleneck? Like this? Got turtlenecks.
Immediately pop.
Is, buy Apple. It's the better computer. Whatever, Steve Jobs. I'm a salesman. Buy Apple computers because that makes me money. It's all proprietary because it's better for the consumer. Because I am Steve Jobs and I said so. Buy the iPhone. It's pretty cool. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Do it. I helped invent Windows by accident when our OS was stolen by Bill Gates.
If I just build, because I can see that these bits are, where are they at this point?
Please don't leave me, Steve Wozniak.
Okay. So they are locked to a hoof. So I should be able to just blend this, but I think something about the coins is there. So if I were to just blend this.
So she's gonna eat the money now.
Okay, they're just, I think, hidden somewhere. But
She just took the money from her mom to pay the Trixie. Like, Mom, you got money, right? Here you go. Gets back to the farm. Where did all of our money come from? Mom. Oh, crap.
but we can open her safe. We have a Big Mac.
Oh, boy.
This does imply that she died when she, like, Applejack was all, like, maybe it was like 3 days before Twilight showed up.
I think it's kind of implied it was relatively recently, like within the last year or two.
Yeah, like
her parents passed away. At the end of the
they knew
series.
that Twilight was coming, or that Celestia was going to have the big event there, and they're like, "Mother, you're too embarrassing. We can't have you around." So goodbye.
It's really hard to piece together the timeline up until about the end of the series, but yeah, like probably only within a few years of like the start of the series that they pass away from the house fire in my head canon. I mean, it's kind of implied that they always have big family reunions, but wouldn't surprise me if that wasn't their first one without them.
Okay, so she'll do that, and I'll have to add a little bit of something to it, but
They have kind of been continuing the G-Force story in comic form. I really should catch up on those. And I'm really hoping they finish the G5 story in comics. Because it is my understanding that even IDW's like contracts with Hasbro are hanging on by a thread. Because I think one thing they announced today is all of the Transformers movies are getting pulled off of Netflix. It was a big deal for Transformers fans. Hasbro's pretty close to not having any outlets left for like actually making money. Can't recover if all your products are off the shelves. You know, Michael, you can get ordained through Universal Life Church. Then you can wear a priest collar and legally declare yourself a cleric. I could just get a priest collar and illegally declare myself a cleric. I don't think you can be arrested for that. So I'm going to start the Holy Order of Derpy right here and now.
You did years ago.
Yeah, well, I'm doing it again because people seem to have forgotten.
The Derptatorship?
Yeah, the Derptatorship. The Holy Derptatorship.
Derp Hammer 40K.
She is our god.
She is the Empress.
She's ooh.
Praise the Empress.
Yes, praise the Empress. I'm all into that.
She just sits on a chair all the time. She can't move.
No.
No, she can't. That means she can't run from the boobs.
Oh. Still, I'm sad.
Thousands of psychers are sacrificed to the boobs.
They have to give her boobs.
Yes.
All day, every day.
And every time they boop, they're dead.
No.
But it's just thousands of boobs.
They don't have to do it. They just really want to. They're driven. They're like, she's like, please stop booping. You don't need to do this. You're all falling over dead. That's worth it. Just for that one boop. I did like that picture I posted earlier with the, it's the meme where you're being abducted by aliens. And the person cuts the rope. I love that one. But it's a horse. What is the Derpy's religious chant? Derp, 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 derp. Yes, that's it. Derp, 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 derp.
Is that all she can say?
No, she has it. That's the chant. Praise her.
To praise the derp.
Yeah, you go derp, 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 derp. It's good. It's good stuff. Solid. Easy to remember. If you get 20 people to join the church, you can file for tax exemption. Would you like to join the church? We can make your house the church. The Church of Derp, and then you get tax exemptions. But you have to join. You'll be the first one.
I'm gonna be the first one.
Yeah, to join the church.
Um,
You get tax breaks on your house. The Church of Derpy.
but
We have to put a big.
it has to be a place of worship.
We got to put up big statues of Derpy everywhere.
The state will come by and be like, "We need proof that worship takes place here," and I'll just show them your room. They're like,
Oh God.
"Well, yeah, we're gonna give you double tax break.
Ooh, see?
We'll just pay you money to just make sure this never leaves your house."
So I can put you down as a worshiper of the Derpy. Definitely need a yes or no on that.
I don't know, as long as I get my tax money.
Okay. Freaking Derpy worshiper.
You just bespeeched the horse's name.
No.
You did. I have it recorded. You're out of the church. I'm in charge now.
Oh no.
No, you just did. You were like saying, you said bad words in regards to the derp.
What bad word did I say?
You were
freaking Derpy worshiper.
Yeah, you were belittling
It's
the
a
believers. Compliment?
Yeah.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah.
All right, well, fuck Derpy.
Wow.
That's a compliment.
Context though.
Well, apparently, maybe. But in this context,
I see.
I think that Derpy should be set on fire
That is not a compliment.
in a blaze of glory.
I'm setting Derpy on fire. Be kind.
Praise be
Please
the
rewind.
forever burning derp.
That is her new religious chant. Be kind. Please rewind. You're in Olin? Okay. You're in the Church of Derp. You don't get tax breaks though. You actually have to be in the church. So kind of the rules.
You have to be physically located here.
You know, I mean, you can't have multiple churches when only 3 people in the church.
Why Christianity can do it?
Well, I mean, they have a lot of people.
I don't believe religion exists.
Yes. Well, it does. Show me proof.
There's no proof that religion exists. I got this Bible.
Take a look at that, maybe, I guess.
Like, you don't believe in God? No, I don't believe in religion.
Yes.
Metalocalypse is
bit.
amazing. I want to find more of that show. It's so good.
It had a weird way. They definitely had to rush the ending because they thought they were going to get more, and then they didn't.
Yeah. It was such a classic, though.
It had its ups and downs.
Oh, yeah.
Some of it was just dumb, and then
but the music was probably some of the best made for a show music.
I felt like it was the other way around. Like they made the music and then they built the show around it.
No, well, because the guy that makes the show, I believe, also is a one-man band for all the music.
Brandon Small.
Yeah, he's crazy good at just life, I guess. Yeah. Like, he's crazy good.
It was just the dichotomy between the 2 shows he ran, which was Metalocalypse and home movies. It was just, they were so different from one another. But they were both his. Impressive man. Home movies was supposed to be how his childhood was, apparently. It was actually more based on his life growing up. And I liked home movies. It had its
home movies I only saw some of. I never really saw that much of it.
There's a lot of dry humor.
Yeah, which I like dry humor, which is fine, but I think it was just too slow.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like my dry humor. If you get 50 people, you can start awarding legal knighthoods. You could be a knight of the derp.
Ooh.
Well, no time. I'm going to join the Church of Blackjack with blackjack and hookers.
What?
Who's got that going?
Do have blackjack plush.
Unfortunately, the name of the Holy Order of Equestria is actually already taken by an old monk order. No, that's fine. Is there anybody that has the Holy Order of Derp?
No, we gotta go fight those monks and beat them up. And then we can just take their stuff. But they got some cool stuff. Replace their horses with good horses. You wanna go beat up some monks? That's how religion works, right? You find somebody else who's not your religion and you beat them up. Pretty sure history spoke to that. Awful, awful history.
Yeah, we're really good at listening to our history.
Yeah.
And by really good, I mean we're really good at repeating it.
Yeah. He wanted her to eat that money.
So I want to have the eye move, but I was kind of curious how it would transition here, because it's going to be this frame and then this frame. And normally, oh, you know what? I think it's this. No, it's not this. It might, because it might be transitioning in the middle of this frame. Okay, that's what I was looking for. So it was, since it was a smooth transition, the actual spot on there that it was changing from one eye type to another was like mid-frame. So I wasn't getting that normal glitchy thing where if something changes on the exact frame that it transitions, you'll see a ghost of both. Well, that has a benefit. On her eye, like here, it just has a little bit of a blur. But if I go to here, you'll get a ghost of both. And then it goes to the real one. So it actually helps create a transition from the size difference. But if I would have kept it the other way, it would not have.
I'm not 100% sure yet, but I think I might be staying home for Christmas.
What do you mean?
Plane tickets are $600.
Yeah, that's what we said last time. And you're like, I'll work it out.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to keep an eye on it day to day, but that's rough. That's too much.
Because you waited way too long.
Well, I just got back from the last 2 trips.
It's been like a week.
Yeah, that's not a long time.
You should have been planning that one months ago.
Should have. It's just been having to plan a lot recently, and it's a little rough. I could drive it, but only if the weather's good, and that's still like a 13-hour drive, which is rough. I could Skype Christmas. I don't know, whatever you call it. Facebook, probably. Facebook Christmas.
I've only done that for 1 year.
Yeah. Well, you live close.
Yeah, but it was because of COVID.
Yeah,
And even that year, I think I still went to my parents. There was me, my sister, and my parents, and then the other two families of first siblings and their families were separated. And we just did a Skype thing, and then it was just parents. I don't even know what we did that day. I think we just like hung out and like I don't know. I actually cannot remember what we did. I don't think it's a super long day because of that. Sir Argo and Sir Michael. Sargo.
Michael's rank would actually be Paladin, as he is a devoted worshiper of Derpy. Man, if she suddenly popped into existence, you'd have to kill me to get to her. She's too cute.
Too cute?
Too cute. Cannot touch. Mine.
I guess I had Christmas with Giz 1 year because parents had COVID. Was that the first Christmas? Or was that the second? But yeah, I remember something about that. COVID was just such a blur.
It lasted 2 years, but yes. It was a blur. Two rough years of it. Right?
Just want to add the details
Like,
here.
it's not gone, but it's simmered down. Is it too late to add socks to all the chats?
No,
Oh, you good. Good. Do that then.
no. I'm just saying it's not too late. I'm not going to
I
do
mean,
it.
but don't you want their hooves to be warm? It's
It's,
Christmas.
it's
Christmas.
a,
You could give
it's a
them
summer day.
You could give them little Christmas outfits.
Oh, it's really warm.
Try to make this a Christmas
I
video.
don't want to, the horses are going to like sweat and stuff. I don't want to do that. You want sweaty horses? Wait, actually. No.
I was like, Of course not. That would be weird.
We might need to do like a rummage sound effect here.
Make it sound like she's reaching in. She's essentially just reaching into her mom to get money. Magical pony pockets. Ugh. How's everybody's day going? How's this Tuesday? I actually started enjoying Fall London yesterday when it started running properly. The game's a little
Running
jank.
prep. I heard that the beginning of the game was very black.
Yeah, because it broke and then I reloaded it and then OBS didn't recognize it. So
You're so tired? Because you got her some social stuff?
he went outside today. I actually have
Just work.
I'm gonna get home late tomorrow.
I originally was going to. They were doing like a work happy hour thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, eh.
Yeah, no, that's essentially what we're gonna be doing after work, but it's our Christmas party.
Yeah, like I already had that. This was because they haven't done it for a while, and so one of the people is retiring, so they thought they would be nice to catch up with some people again. And I'm just like, no, because we had our Christmas party last week for work, the general work, and then they want to do that Wednesday, and then next week they have like a potluck thing, which is a little interesting because of all the security through work. It's like, how the hell am I supposed to bring in like a crock pot? So, yeah. Most of the things I cook would be in a pan, and I don't think it'd work very well.
I do wish appreciation breakfast had to get up at 6 a.m. That's
Well,
not-
IT appreciation breakfast.
Yeah.
Wait, so you had to get up at IT, or you had to get up at 6 a.m.
because
so that you could be appreciated.
what? Because they didn't want you to miss any work. That seems like we appreciate you, but get back to work. Like we're not gonna take time off for your benefit. 6 a.m. is a little rough to tell people to get up to eat. Like sometimes my work gives us donuts or something. Like, but they don't make us come in early to eat them.
One of my coworkers did like pizza and stuff today for some other group, and then she had leftover pizza, so we got a message for having leftover cold pizza for free. And I'm like,
Our bosses used to do that too when they would have guests over.
yeah,
We'd get to eat the leftovers like vultures.
at least get appreciation, and that's nice. I built a functional shelf from some scrap shelves, and then getting some junk organized. Oh, well, that sounds like fun. It's nice to see like stuff like that get figured out. Yeah, so we don't miss work. They gave us all bottles of whiskey and paid for breakfast. So you got all crunked up and then went back to work.
It would have made, like, come on, just have breakfast during work hours. Don't. It's I don't know. I say that knowing full well they're gonna make it. We're gonna go out to eat after work hours, and I'm a little like mildly irritated by that. But at least it's on a Wednesday, and that's normally my grocery shopping day anyway. So I can just. It's not a big deal.
Like our work event had, so it started at like 2:33. But they only did that because that's like the absolute earliest that most people generally would leave for the day. And so they starts at like 3 something. And you're only allowed to have 1 hour allocated for unallowable labor, which is just a tally that you could use. Which it's unallowable means it's unreportable. You can't report it to the government. You eat it. So everybody was allowed 1 hour. Well, when it starts at that time, depending on what it is you have to make up time at some point then.
Yeah.
So I mean, you don't have to go to the event, but they give away the prizes and they have good food and stuff, so you might as well. Your boss bought you lunch today? That's about all we do nowadays. Though I hear rumor you have a site-wide lunch next week. Wait, they're spending money on you, or do you have to pay for that lunch?
Raph gave me a high five today because we blew our goals.
Boss?
Raph.
Never mind.
Technically boss.
Never mind. You said you blew your, and then I finished the sentence for you. But okay.
Oh, I get it. That's my head. He high-fived me today because we did really well on profits.
Okay.
But
So where was your bonus?
yeah. Now we did get a bonus this year.
I mean, yeah, but
But I want another one.
and they're like record-breaking profits. And you're like, well, where's my record-breaking bonus?
Yeah. I care about getting the work done. He cares about the profits. They tend to like correspond with one another, but it's different priorities. His is profit, mine is just getting the work done. Like, I'm not here to get rich because I know that's not going to happen. They're going to buy you lunch again next week, or? That's cool, I guess.
There's only one time my boss said, oh no, actually no, there's twice now. I think twice that they've ever bought me an actual like lunch when I started, and then like a couple weeks ago, and my boss wanted to go out, and then she bought everybody's food.
My boss bringing a pie he didn't want to eat, and then me eating it for lunch over 2 days.
Wow, he's so generous.
Yeah. Like, here's a pie nobody wants to eat. Like, neat. I'll eat it.
I consider that a bonus.
Yeah. This is your bonus for the year. My leftover pie. Just your boss and you ate lunch. See, that's different. That's your boss taking you out to lunch specifically.
Nizuki, how many people to report to your boss? See,
Just you. Oh, okay.
I mean, I knew that. So
Once you asked that question, I was like, really? That's called a date. Oh, look at that horsey. I feel like she's throwing out a perfectly good horse, and it upsets me.
yeah, so find where she's thrown out.
Yeah, go dig her up.
You could find the horse cemetery.
They're just giving away horses over there. People who are in higher positions are never actually busy. If they say they have some last minute thing, they were either putting it off all day, and now they're using it as an excuse to
It depends.
not do the thing.
Like a lot of my my managers, if I want to try to get a meeting with them, they are literally booked.
With meetings.
It's they have to meet with every one of their reports over some certain period of time. So that ends up being like when they have 16 people reporting over a month, they have to have a meeting on their calendar for every one of those people. So that adds up to 8 hours.
I don't consider the meetings work.
Well, in that it's about determining path forward, what people are working on. They have to do all the time reporting. They're also the ones in charge of ensuring that any process changes are done correctly. Everybody's working together. Like most of those meetings are just people wanting or needing to do something and them having that conversation with the people that are in charge to ensure that information's passed on. So like my boss normally in a day has an hour free.
Yeah.
And then the rest is all meetings or double or triple booked. And so sometimes if I need to get a meeting on the calendar, it's just, if they're available, you just ask, can I call you? Because that's the only thing you're going to be able to work out.
Yeah. And my boss takes calls that last hours that I know could have been wrapped up in 10 minutes.
Yeah, but that's sales stuff. we don't do sales.
Yeah.
There's nobody in our group that has any, okay, they do interact sometimes with external customers, but very rarely.
Yeah.
All our customers are internal, which is great because it means that you're not trying. There's no reason to cheat somebody out of anything. I mean, they still kind of do sometimes, but generally because everybody's working towards the same goal. Do the directors back to back on everything. He's exhausting. We try to get the director to come out. Had some last minute thing. Yeah. No, that's if I ever need to get my direct manager in an actual meeting with something, I have to try to have it planned at least 2 to 3 weeks ahead of time. Anything within like the current week, never going to happen.
We're always just communicating, so we don't really have to do meetings. Though one of the managers wants to do meetings, but every time he does them, they prove to be just reiterating things everyone already knows. So we don't do them that often. But it's a small business. So.
Yeah, that's a little different. I think our group is like 8. No, we did just absorbed another location, so I think we're up to like
but how many
100 and something.
How many of those meetings could have just been an email?
I don't do meetings unless if it could be an email. I never set those up.
Yeah.
Well, the stand-ups in the morning are 15-minute meetings that are to go over any challenges that people are having. It's literally to go through every group, just go bang, 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 figure everything out. Because in like 30 minutes after that, the next level of management meet to do their stand-ups. And so anything that was important is brought to that meeting. And then anything from that meeting goes to the head of the building. So anything you need to have escalated could hit the head of the building in 2 hours. Mm-hmm. It's actually pretty neat. And then they can handle it or do something if they need to. But other than that, most of the other meetings I have, if I have a couple that I just don't show up at because I know they're worthless, so I just don't go.
Yeah, that's fair.
But if I'm big on if you're scheduling a meeting, put in the body of the meeting, why are we having this meeting? What are our goals and what are our outputs? So that we can get everything we need to. So if we can end it early, we can end it early. Get it done. Don't like chit chat. Move forward.
Yeah.
People don't do that. It's important. You need to lay out in the email what it is you're there to do.
My thoughts are, if it can be handled in an email, it should be handled in an email.
And sometimes there
Otherwise,
is.
we're wasting time.
Like last week, there was going to be a few people missing from a meeting that was kind of important, and I'm just like, I asked my boss, can we cancel this meeting?
Yeah.
Half the people aren't going to be there, and she's like, well, aren't we required to do it? No, I purposely wrote in the procedure that we're supposed to have that meeting once a month, and we have it every 2 weeks. Like we are allowed to skip a meeting if something like this happens. She goes, oh, okay, yeah, we're canceling. Like, yeah, I'm not going to hold a meeting that is half-assed because half the people are missing.
Yeah.
Waste of time. But then we had that meeting today, and so we had a month of stuff, and that was a lot of stuff to go over. We barely finished in time. It was just constant.
Has anybody started their Christmas shopping yet? I'm sure your answers are no. Or yes. Your answers are yes. Mine are no. I have not started. Which is bad because I have to ship everything. You're done.
Yeah. Misty helped me with some of the parents, and then we don't do anything with siblings anymore because it's stupid. And then it's just the nieces and nephews, and I just give them a lot of money. So
I bought you a gift and you didn't even like it.
What was that?
The cups.
No, those weren't gifts. Those are impulse purchases.
No, they were gifts.
He bought paper My Little Pony cups because he said he was bored.
There's 100 of them.
And then he was trying to replace. We have 300 solo cups. We have
those
hundreds
ones don't have ponies on them.
of them. And then he was like, "No, get them out of here." I'm like, "No, most of these you paid for, Michael."
Those ones don't have ponies on them. This one has ponies. That's what I need to do for gifts. Is just give away ponies. Paper cups. So
One paper cup.
Everyone gets one single cup.
Used.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I use this for toothpaste.
Good. I really need to start my Christmas shopping like this week or I'm in trouble.
It's a bit late to shop online. No.
No, it's not too late to shop online.
Depending on what you're ordering. There are some things, but during Black Friday, there was a long delay, but that was still well enough ahead of time. But you can still go on and order. Amazon is actually one of the nice things they do is they will tell you specifically, will it arrive or won't it arrive before Christmas? I never rely on it to say we'll deliver Christmas Eve evening and to have it for Christmas Day. That's on you. But still, if it says it should be there beforehand, it probably is going to, and you'll get your money back if it isn't.
There really isn't anybody in my family who's like, oh, sorry, your gift didn't arrive in time. It'll be here on the 28th. And they'll be like, oh, okay. And they're like, okay, whatever.
Well, why did that happen?
Because of procrastination. Michael, just send them to your mom's house. That's what I'm gonna do. What I do every year since I moved is just send them to her. And then she divvies them out. Or I divvy them out once I get there, if I get there. Which is a big if this year. Airline prices have kind of gone way back up now that nobody's afraid of COVID anymore. $600 for a trip to see my family for 3 days would be A lot.
Make it a longer trip.
I don't want to. I've seen enough of them recently. Believe it or not. Family can be exhausting. Isn't that right?
Yeah. But also, you're like,
You're just saying
you're stuck with it. I know that, like, I'll be going home by the end of the night too. So there's that.
I looked at them today, but it didn't matter. From the prices you told me, they haven't changed. They're still just awful. I'm just gonna have to watch it day after day and see if the prices fluctuate, because they tend to. I always hear that the cheapest day to buy plane tickets is Tuesdays. But today is Tuesday, so that's a problem.
Maybe you can try later Tuesday. Like, maybe day after Tuesday. It's still Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday plus 1.
It's a Wednesday. Maybe I'll try again tomorrow.
That's on average, but if you know what the best way to do it is just check every day.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. It needs to be below 400. I'm not paying that more than $400 for a round trip ticket just to see people because of the holidays.
And that you had just seen
yes,
a couple weeks ago.
yes.
That's why, like, Adam was, he just worked out with his family that they did a big Halloween thing. They did Thanksgiving, or no, they did the Halloween thing, and then they're doing Christmas, so they skipped Thanksgiving. Because it's like, I'm not going to travel out every 3 weeks to go spend a week at home during the holidays every year. So,
To be honest, my Thanksgiving trip I felt dragged a little too long. I probably should have came home like 2 days prior than I did.
you got to go to Waffle House though.
I did get to go to the Waffle House. You know, ate me some biscuits and gravy. It was good. I saw one I saw one that was less, but it required me to basically sleep at the airport overnight and then jump on another plane in the morning. And I wasn't going to do that.
And how much less?
Like $100 less.
That's not worth it for $100.
No. And I looked at Sun Country, they're just right out. There's just no flights.
They're full up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, somebody might cancel though, which sucks because you can't refund those, which is hilarious. You can't refund it, but let us know so we can get your ticket price again.
Well, you know what else sucks is the one time I nearly was too late getting to the airport. They decided to that my ticket was already forfeit when I got there. I still got onto the plane because this plane had plenty of time to get onto the plane. I mean, not plenty of time, but enough. But they already decided, because I waited so long to check in, that my ticket was already forfeit. So if
But they don't let you check in till you're there anyway.
yeah, they're just looking.
No, you cannot say that somebody that is being paid not much more than minimum wage, working at a crappy customer service counter, is trying to maximize profits for a corporation.
I'm not blaming the person. I'm blaming the corporation. They're just doing what they're being told. They didn't make these decisions on their own. Somebody told them to do these things. The airline industry is but, not the person.
Mm-hmm.
I say that knowing full well I have stock in some of those airlines.
Yes.
Still.
Look at this corporate takeover and all the money.
Also,
I want more of it.
I need it. I want to retire someday.
Yeah, why don't you just invest in companies that you care about, like Hasbro?
Because I want to retire someday. Oh. It hurts. I have this horrible thing where I follow Hasbro way too closely, like a stalker. And I could tell the moment they sold Boulder, I knew things were going to just be hurtling south. Basically, like, let's sell parts of the car so that it will run cheaper. And then when the car started falling apart, they were like, I don't know what happened. Turns out removing half the bolts is bad. Pretty much the gist of what happened to Hasbro at the moment. That horse went to pears. I see that she has her mouth open. It's open for pears. Please insert pears. Do you have a pear model you can give her?
No.
You can give her pears.
I have a pear model. It's called Pear Butter.
Ooh.
Best I could do is put like pear butter in pear butter, but that's getting into lewd territory.
Like, yeah, a little bit. Like, how do you get a cutie mark in making pear butter? It's just like super pureed pear.
Yeah. She's not a very smart pony.
Yeah. I'm good at crushing pears and draining the water out. It's like, good job, Mom. Then again, Applejack's talent is just apples, not even processed, just apples.
3 apple.
Apparently,
She's into
apples.
threesomes.
Ooh.
With her family.
Oh my! Oh no!
Does it get it? Because she's like a cowboy, like hick.
Yes. Yes. Good job. Get it? Because yeehaw.
Yeah, she's going.
What all goes into pear butter? Is it literally? I think it's just dehydrated, pureed pears. Let's see. I hate recipes online anymore.
You gotta learn their backstory first.
Yeah, you gotta learn the backstory. Like back in 50 years ago.
Yeah, because every article requires a certain amount of word count. Online recipes are just a joke.
So it's pears, honey, lemon juice, cinnamon, ginger, salt, nutmeg, cloves. I feel like you don't need half of that stuff for it to be still considered pear
It's easy.
butter.
Pear,
And sugar.
butter. Done.
There's no butter in this recipe.
Yeah, there's pear butter. You're done. It's literally in its name.
Just stick a pear in some butter. I think you just need an acid, something sweet, and then crushed
You need
berries.
acid?
An acid. In this case, lemon juice.
So pear butter did acid.
Absolutely. Look at her. This is why she's like this. Both of them just did acid 20 minutes ago, and this is how the
Oh, Tweety.
it's resulted.
You can run a planet for free if you duct tape yourself to the plane's side. Yeah, if you can get it to take off.
I think somebody
But
did
that-
something like that once and died. They got inside the wheel well.
Maybe, but that's also very dangerous.
No, he was dead. He did not survive. it.
Good job, Nicer. Well, thank you. I'm gonna guess it's for horse stuff, but
Good
do you,
job. No, they're talking about my shirt. It's a good shirt.
it's not even ironed.
No, it's not. I don't even know where an iron is in this house.
We don't
Is
have
there-
one.
Oh, well, there you go.
I have a hand steamer.
What is that?
It's for the curtains and stuff.
Oh,
You pull them taut, and then you go through it. It's just a little handheld steamer, so you can steam it and try to get rid of the wrinkles. Because wrinkled curtains look really bad. So
nobody in this house irons their clothing. We're all degenerates.
I was gonna say, like, I'm waiting for you to like point that at me and Adam.
I mean, it's you too.
I don't need to. This is what I wore to work.
I wore this to work.
Yeah, and you need to iron yours. Mine doesn't.
Why not? It
Because there's no wrinkles.
says you.
I take my stuff out of the dryer like pretty quick after it's done. I don't leave it in there for overnight or maybe 2 days.
I try not to leave it in there.
You think the Apple family keeps pear trees hidden on the backside of the farm, like an inbred hillbilly locked in a cellar?
They did show that their apple orchard is right up against an old pear orchard. The people who owned the pear orchard are gone. I guess they own the Power Order now.
I don't think that's how property works. They died, and Oz touches their ass.
I don't know, man. I told you that whole story about like neighbors trying to slowly take pieces of other people's property.
Yeah, well, is that
like a constant thing to worry about?
There was one of the fanfics I was looking at was something about like squatters' rights, and that all of Equestria runs on squatters' rights.
Oh no!
And can I find it? It actually had some pretty funny moments in it.
A guide to squatters' rights. Good to know.
Oh no, this is just it being brave. Squatter and hardly knew her. Yeah. Yeah, but they're going like it only takes 17 days.
Only 17 days. When I was talking, it was 5 years. 17 days is quick.
But like they're going through the whole thing about like everybody's house was just like they got through that way, but then Twilight realizes where was it? Oh yeah, it was about like somebody came back to get their house back from Fluttershy or something, because Fluttershy just squatted. Nice. It was about
they went away on a month's vacation, came back, their house had been stolen. Wait.
Yeah, here it is. Watch your tone to Twilight. You when you say squatter, you're acting real high in money despite being one yourself. What? I'm not. Oh no. Did I squat in Golden Oaks? Yep. Crease Page had left to take care of her sick mother. We went ahead and sent her a letter telling her not to come back after 17 days were up.
Wow.
Oh, my Celestia.
I like the top. 17. Yep. Ponyville has the highest mortality rate in Equestria. We're gonna keep the population somehow. My family introduced squatting the town.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
That is a funny one. You should use
well, the rate's approaching single digits now, and squatters are themes. Yeah, it had some funny moments, but
I like the concept. The
concept's funny, but what I don't like fanfics that take too long to get started. And normally, like, I'll look at the beginning, and if it's like 3 paragraphs of narrator, immediately thrown out. If I don't get about 2 paragraphs in and have something funny or goofy happen, I'll toss it. Because it's just, you don't have a story that starts with you're spending 15 minutes reading to get to a single punchline for 1 laugh. That's not how you do a presentation of something. So, and that one I believe had a slow start.
Okay.
So it just didn't work. And you have to have some pretty consistent jokes or something come up. Or you have to have some pretty consistent cringe, because that'll also get people.
Just like the idea that Twilight didn't even realize she just stole someone else's house.
Yeah, and they're like, yeah, we wanted to leave her sick mother.
It doesn't say a lot about Ponyville that when Twilight got to the town, the library was all boarded up and in disuse. All the books were still in it. They just like, oh, nobody's watching this place and nobody here reads or knows how to read, so just board up the library, I guess. It did seem odd that Twilight walked into that place and it was fully furnished. It does kind of make sense. She just stole it from someone.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like somebody passed away, but then like, why was it well kept and all that? Like, yeah.
Well, it wasn't well kept. When she still gets there the first time, it's all kind of a mess. But she leaves, comes back, and the town fixes it up for her. They were throwing a party. He worked it out. It's funny that town of Hicks just never used the library until Twilight started encouraging them to learn to read. Dude, not that I ever really saw anybody in that library to actually just check out books. That would be a fun fan fiction. Just people actually showing up to the library to read and rent books. It's like, what are you doing in here? This is a library, isn't it? Oh, this is my house, but it says library on it.
People do show up, but it ends up being like all people that you know.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, the CMC's getting a book. and like she's supposed to be doing studies, and she doesn't care being interrupted constantly to be talk. I mean, I guess to talk about book. Yeah,
she'd like that, but you don't really see the library getting used as a library very often.
What? Nothing. You know,
Then it explodes.
What? What?
because it wasn't toyetic enough anymore.
You know, they need to make something extra
What?
toyetic.
Nothing. What? Nothing.
Even though I loved the design of the library.
Yeah, I missed the library. Yeah, well, actually, I think my favorite part was they give her a new library, but they dug up the corpse of her old one and shoved it in the ceiling so she can be reminded by it every day.
Yeah, that her house blew up.
It's like if they like her mother passed and then they find her hanging from the ceiling and she's like, mother.
That's a little different.
Nothing. What? Nothing. What? Nothing. You know, I'm put. What? Nothing.
It's like I keep all the old things. Corpses lying around. I don't think they ever really show that the ceiling of that room again after that episode.
I'm pretty sure they do some establishing shots by like going high up and cutting through them a little bit. But other than that, no.
Just know it's up there, ready to like come loose and kill them all.
What? Nothing. You. What?
My favorite joke with the whole castle was when Ember ate part of it. She's like, wow, my favorite food is just on the wall. And then she leaves and Twilight looks at it and she's like, I don't even know how to fix that.
What was it?
Ember eats part of the walls.
Oh,
And then she leaves and Twilight looks at it and she's like, I have no idea how to fix that. This freaking castle was made by magic and she just ate the walls.
she knows magic.
She does. That's like special magic.
Special magic? She doesn't know special magic?
No. He's dumb. Dumb horse.
What? What? Nothing.
You think the Apple family keeps babies? Oh yeah? We covered that, I think.
You know, I'm put.
I take my bits.
There it goes.
You know, I'm. You know, I'm. You know, I'm put.
I think I'll have to keep an eye on the comics though, just to see if they actually continue the G5 story. I imagine they would. Even technically they continued the G4 story in the comics for a season, though they weren't very good.
You know, I'm. You know, I'm. You know, I'm.
Hello, Kelchan. Kelchan, I thought of you today because there was a calendar and it's like an animal calendar, and it's got the current for December. It's a cute little like white weasel thing from like Nevada or something, and I was like, and when I think of weasels, I think of Kelchan.
I think he's into ferrets.
It's a weasel.
It's weird when you word it that way.
I think of you when I see weasels. Kelchan.
I'm so glad you thought of me.
Yeah. Ooh. I see a weasel, I think of Kelchan. It's a cute weasel.
Ferrets are related to weasels, yes, but I'm guessing that there's like the subsets the priority.
It's the same thing. There's a bunch of weasels.
It's only 3 bits. Well, it says 9 pence, so I chose 3 because it's least divisible. So you say like 3 or 1 coin is 3 pence or something.
I mean, they got gold. There was one episode, and I'm too much of a nerd to know this, in My Little Pony, that they were trading money. And the one time they had a silver bit. Every other time's been golden. And horse nerdom runs deep. Oh, you got LASIK?
Currently covering from this. Oof.
Yeah. I hope it went well.
So you're probably listening more than looking.
Mm-hmm. Can't see this amazing ferret animation he's working on with all these adorable ferrets.
Nothing, here's your knife. Nothing here.
Do you have X-ray vision now? Be impressive.
He's got Z-ray.
Got it at his discount.
Nothing, here's your knife. Here's your knife.
I can still see, though everything looks like it's underwater.
Yeah, very fuzzy.
Very fuzzy.
You gotta wait for your eyes to
It's kind of what it looks
heal.
like over here now for me, but that's not going away.
Here's your knife.
I think that's actually a fairly apt description.
Here's your knife. Here's your knife.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, I thought about getting LASIK, but I don't know. Like it's originally was. I mean, I have enough money in my HSA that it would be no problem, but I don't like things touching my eye, and so that sounds like a actually terrifying procedure. And I normally don't really like. Right now, I can read everything on the screen basically perfectly fine. If the text gets too small, maybe might a little harder. In certain parts it work because my monitors are a little further away. But
knowing somebody that got a goofed up procedure too doesn't help.
yeah, I do, and it didn't bother me.
Okay, it bothers me a little bit.
It's because every one of them is still said it's worth it. So it's
Yeah.
the main reason I don't want to is because I've heard that it can cause a little bit of haloing at night. So in darker situations, or like mainly at night, because if you're like out driving around, you have brighter sources of light and against a dark background, you'll tend to get like a halo effect. But it ends up being that also I have to wear my glasses mostly at night, and I hate having to wear them at night. So there's that too. But yeah, I'm not too worried on the botching thing. Someone had a goofed up procedure. Yeah, he knew some people, and I've known
Well, you know
two
them
people.
too.
Oh yeah, no, I know two people that have had botched procedures. One of them
Not
had to have it.
yours.
No, no.
Sure
One of them had to have it repaired, I think 6 or 7 times. That's why it's always good to go to somebody that offers free adjustments until it gets it right. And he said even with that, he doesn't regret it. So, but if you go to a super cheap, to where they don't offer things like that, it can just. I mean, maybe you'll be fine, but then it's just if something goes wrong, you're kind of screwed. Astigmatism. Yeah, I have my left eye. Like I can read. Actually, anything I read on the screen is no different because that's the eye. This is the eye I'm actually reading from. This eye, everything's blurry from. So if I only look at this eye, I can't really read the screen.
If I take off my glasses,
Yeah.
there's the colors.
Yeah, but it's only this eye. This eye is bad. This eye is good. And so everything I look at is clear with like a fuzzy outside because that's this eye just fuzzying up the outside of it. But the text is clear.
If I really focus, I'll leave it in the chat. I gotta do the pinhole thing. There's shapes. See, I read the last line.
Yeah, that'll help.
I can see a lot better with my glasses on. Oh my goodness. I even need new glasses, I really do. Like it's been busy.
Yeah, I've been meaning to go in to get an eye exam. I passed on vision insurance this year because, well, I passed it for the past couple years because for the most part, vision insurance is useless.
Unless you have really bad vision.
Unless you have some serious issue, because it only covers vision, and it does cover sometimes LASIK. So that's like if I ever decided to do LASIK, I would basically wait till the end of the year, get the vision insurance for the year, make sure I get one that works for some kind of thing like that, because most vision insurance is still going to cost me like a few $100s in the year, and it's just not worth it with discounts that you get through other things anyways. But if LASIK, I got like $2,000 or $1,000 off, well then that $200 is worth it. But it's not worth it for anything else. You can go to get your eyes checked for like pretty good deal, like I think 50 at most at a lot of like cheaper places just to get your eyes checked, and a lot of them will run sales that you can't use with your insurance, and there's equivalent to what your insurance would give. So it ends up being that I think the one time I used the insurance instead of the sale and I saved like $20 extra. It's not worth it considering I was paying for the insurance. I guess all it does is kind of prevent you from having to pay more up front at one time. I don't know.
You got yours at a
I keep
military
forgetting
hospital
costs
for
or
free.
thing. Oh yeah, because you got like weird military stuff.
A universal healthcare plan, but only for the military.
Nothing urgent.
Yeah, but there's some issues with like some people that were injured in war, like not getting proper care too. You know, you would think that they would get the best of the best care, but then some of them are just left to dry, like to nothing. So there's there's some
nothing is no care.
Well, yeah, but I mean like just not the really not anything. They're just all denied or something.
Good old VA.
Yeah, if the VA is interesting.
Happens to vets primarily.
Yeah.
People are out.
Then that's terrible stuff. Like that was the big thing that Jon Stewart was fighting for, not for military, but for the first responders at
For 9/11,
9/11. Fought for it and actually got it passed.
Yeah.
Because he was pissed
Took
about
a-
that not going through.
Took a
Nothing urgent. I'm putting
upsetting amount of effort, but yeah.
Yeah, but that's just government. He was one guy that you know that was public about it, but there are thousands of people doing that for all their own things all the time. It's just this is public enough.
Yeah, he's got a presence that tends to demand some degree of attention.
Well,
He has a
also
platform.
he has a way with words.
Yeah,
He probably writes the stuff that he says. He knows how to present himself. The reason I like Jon Stewart as a host on The Daily Show isn't for what he says. It's all like his character, the things that he does with his face, the things that he does, his breakouts and laughter, all that's purposefully to provide entertainment. And the way he does it is just entertaining.
Yes.
A lot of the other people that they have as hosts don't do it the way that he does, even if they're saying the same words.
he's very good at what he does.
Yeah. So he just knows how to get his words across and how to present himself. That's why I want to get everything done while I'm still active. That makes sense. Are you going to get like cybernetics too?
Cyborg, go and get the military's going to transplant his brain into a ferret.
Oh, yeah.
That's what will make super ferrets. Are you ready, Kel-chan? Are you ready to become a ferret for your country?
Just ready to
for
become a
funsies.
ferret for your country.
Become a ferret for your country.
What the fuck?
Yes, just for funsies. They have to perfect this human brain into animal body technology. I need it. Very important. Michael would try to just to be a horse. You know, for funsies. Though that one seems like it might be possible. I am kind of imagining a tiny ferret with a big human brain in it. And it's not appealing to look at. It's a creepy ferret.
It has to like all do like some whoa whoa. No, I don't think I can move these coins in any way that's gonna look decent without having to move a ton.
I can see people doing that for their retirement. And he's like, what do you want to do for your retirement? Just put me in a turtle. I'm gonna go be a turtle at the zoo. That's what I want to do with the rest of my life. Be a turtle. And then you can just do that. Go be a turtle. Like a talking turtle, obviously, but it's like when people ask you, what's it like being a turtle? And you'd be like, you do turtle stuff.
Nothing
That's the life. That's the future. It's the future I dream of.
Nothing. Here's your ninepence. What? Nothing. Here's your... Nothing. 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 Nothing.
Maybe you could remotely connect to
Nothing. Here's your
the full brain locked
Nothing.
away.
Here's your What? Nothing. Here's your ninepence. What? Nothing. Here's your ninepence.
Transmit your consciousness into a ferret, like temporarily? You couldn't truly live the ferret life, though, if it was temporary.
Do it the Void Crew way and transmit our consciousness remotely to a ferret. Didn't that game just hit 1.0? I
That's
think.
a game.
I think that was something I had on my list. Yeah. It's
Welcome aboard. Follow.
It's for like you control a spaceship, but it's 4-person, so you're all control different aspects of the ship, and have to run around and do repairs. You can do spacewalks, fight space battles. While going through.
Ship totally looked like a StarCraft 2 battle cruiser. Love it.
But yeah, it just hit 1.0 and it's rated pretty good. It looks a lot like one of the other games I was looking at, Jump Ship. Oh, that's not coming out till later. Basically, it was about the same thing, whereas people on a ship. But these were crafted missions. I don't know if Void Crew is crafted missions or if it's like random.
I'd be up for Void Crew.
Gotta check on the weasels.
I'm gonna go be jealous of the weasels. Like, you guys don't even have to like get your brains transferred. They're already in there.
Yeah, he's already had the human brains transferred into his weasels.
You know. Jealous.
Why are you jealous of the weasels?
Kel-Chan's jealous of the weasels. Because they get to be weasels and he doesn't.
Anybody can be a weasel.
Nothing. What? Nothing.
You can be called a weasel.
Nothing. Here's your
Stomach's making noises again. Like, does this.
Because Celestia hates you.
It's true.
Michael's jealous of the weasels because he wants Kel-Chan hugs.
What? Oh, because the weasels are all getting Kel-Chan hugs right now? Yeah, probably. Probably trying to beam his consciousness into the weasels. He's like, I just had an idea. That's louder than I remember.
It's getting cold.
Mm-hmm. It's supposed to get down to -5 tonight, I think.
Yeah, they dropped the temperature estimates.
Even
No,
more?
is it tonight or tomorrow?
Oh, tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Into tomorrow.
-6.
Yeah. That's colder.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to go out to like a freaking dinner tomorrow.
It's not going to be that cold by like dinner time. It's going to be
It's supposed to snow tonight.
by dinner time. I didn't go to hourly.
It's supposed to start snowing like around 10.
Yeah, only for a little bit.
Until like 4.
No, they're saying 33% chance over the next 3 hours. So no. It will be around food time tomorrow. It'll be 3. So that's not negative. Yeah, it'll warm up right away again.
3 is still pretty cold.
No, it's fine. It's still positive.
You're just saying that because you're Minnesotan. Which is weird. Minnesotans are weird. Spam is weird.
That's in Rochester, sir.
Yeah, well, it's weird. Give me crap about 3-ways. I'm gonna start giving you crap about spam.
I don't eat spam.
Well, nobody does.
Well, then why are you giving me crap about it?
I don't know.
I give you crap about something that you were like passionate about. Then you pick something I don't give a shit about. Sure, spam is crap. Let's go, Michael.
Clearly, you don't give a shit about spam.
Yeah, clearly I don't. I'll agree with you on all points.
Very emotional.
I'm very emotional in agreement.
Spam issue. See? You can defense about the spam. All these Minnesotans rising up.
You know what a fun little tidbit about spam is?
What's that?
Backwards, it's maps.
You're right.
And I had a stupid picture I posted where we had spam just repeated over and over and over again. But because of that, like the wording vertically would just start saying maps, and you couldn't unsee maps. And so it just says spam, also maps.
Yeah, yeah.
It was this was for being informative. Not a fan of spam either. Spam is fine if you have no other meat.
I don't think I could eat it multiple days in a row.
Not right from the can. If you were
Period.
to cut it into some slices and fry it up with some stuff.
It's very fatty.
Yeah, but that mean
I would get sick of it.
But if you had no other meat in the world,
in the world,
that was your only meat you could ever eat.
I would probably like go with Adam and just have
Cheese and
days with
carbs.
cheese and carbs some days. Like it would be a lot of okay.
Well, I'd be enjoying my spam.
Cheese sandwiches and tomato soup. You'd be eating that more often, I think. And then you can put spam on your cheese sandwich if you want. Mushrooms. Make a good sandwich out of mushrooms. Or just a big bowl of like shiitake mushroom. I would probably not want to eat spam every day, even if it was the only meat. Once a week at most.
Michael, if what you have already consumed and done in your life hasn't killed you yet,
Is eggs a thing in this universe? They just eat more eggs.
depends. Are eggs meat?
They're an animal byproduct.
That depends on who you ask.
What do you mean?
Some vegetarians are okay with eggs.
Yeah, because they're not vegan. They're vegetarian.
Yeah, but the vegetarian is vegetables. It's still meat.
It's an animal byproduct. That's like calling milk meat.
An animal byproduct is essentially a pre-child.
It's unfertilized.
Yeah, but it's a half child. You just have to get the other half in there. You're creating a definitional line
No,
and stating
I didn't
that
create
because
this. It's an animal byproduct. That's what it is.
so is that
It's like a shit. I'm not gonna eat bird shit, but it's no different.
so let's extrapolate that to women and see if you can still say those words.
Don't eat shit in general, I would say.
No, I'm talking about other things. But if you're like, yeah, Michael could get himself in trouble.
I don't think so. Yeah. Like the horses eat eggs. Fluttershy even collects them. Yeah, there's been episodes where it shows
She's stealing their children.
they're not children. They're not fertilized. There's no rooster.
I don't know. Does she know?
I would think so.
What if the chicken has a little side gig?
They're like sneaking out at night.
Yeah.
So finding some handsome rooster.
Yeah, he's going over to the colonel.
The colonel. What is he doing to the chickens? He's doing the experiment.
You want to know?
No. Did remind me of that Fallout episode. I was doing an experiment. Funny stuff. A weird show. I think the lesson takeaway from this is just don't eat bird poop.
Good. I mean, I wasn't sure till now.
Yeah.
But,
It's good. It's good to learn. Good thing to know.
jalapeno spam is the best. Second best is maple. But my thought is, if you're putting jalapenos on it, you're just making it taste like jalapenos. It's just a vehicle for that now.
Like, I like a good portobello. But if I was going to make a sandwich out of them, you'd have to stack them at least 4 high. Eggplant can be good too. Just an eggplant sandwich. I can do that.
I heard the sound and in my head, I'm like, I bet you it's Starfire. And I looked over and it was. So true Starfire.
Yay. Like, I wouldn't be against not eating meat. It would just be a pretty huge shift. And it's not as easy. You can't just buy a box of eggplant to fry up. You have to, like, prepare it.
What? Nothing. Here's your ninepence. Here's your ninepence. Here's your
There's
ninepence.
like burgers you can just throw on a hot stove and cook 'em.
Here's your ninepence. Here's your ninepence. Here's your ninepence.
You need more free time to make decent meals without meat. It's really what a lot of it boils down to.
Like the one article I read, there's only two things to make vegetables delicious. It's fats and salt.
Yeah. That's also what makes meat delicious.
That's whatever it's like, wow, the green beans are really boring in this pan. What do I do with them? Fry them in oil, add salt.
And bacon.
Actually, it's the one that's good is salt, pepper for sure, but then a little bit of lemon juice. It's kind of weird, but it works actually pretty well with it.
Maybe.
On green beans.
What? Nothing. Here's your ninepence.
I could see it.
Nothing. Here's
If
your
you're
ninepence.
like really like your food a little bit more acidic. You beep or did I beep?
That was you beeped.
What did I beep? I don't even know what that beep is. That's my phone telling me it's about to self-destruct.
Here's your
I have no
ninepence.
idea what that was.
Here's your ninepence. Here's your ninepence.
Close my a lot of things open.
What? Nothing. Here's your
I do anytime I make broccoli I use a lot of soy sauce. It's pretty good. Sprinkle them with some
Soy sauce and broccoli is a good mix. At work, when they in their salad bar, they have broccoli there, and it's broccoli and soy sauce, like fried up. I always put a ton on there.
yeah.
It's also probably not the healthiest vegetable on there because it's just salt and salt,
Yeah.
but it's so good. So
I mean, as far as adding fats to your vegetables, soy sauce isn't the worst culprit. It's bad for salt. That's what soy sauce is. It's a lot of salt.
I like when we were watching Demolition Man this weekend, and they were like saying about salt. Like, can you pass the salt? Like, oh no, salt is bad for you, so we banned it. Salt is not. It's
everywhere.
it's bad for you in excessive proportions, but it's required to live.
Yeah.
You can't just. My grandma had that problem by not taking so much salt out of her diet. She actually fell ill from it, and they had to give her a salt infusion.
I wouldn't take anything from that movie too seriously.
I know, but it's not meant to be.
Well,
but that is like bad science.
yeah. It's an interesting movie.
What?
I'll give it that. Kind of want a booze, but I need my stomach to settle down.
Because it's just making too much noise.
No, it's just kind of, I don't know, I just feel off. Not in a crazy bad way, just mildly off, like I could really use an aspirin. Even if I take an ibuprofen, I'll want to drink. Kind of where I'm at. I need more horse.
What? Nothing.
Yeah, that's the real problem.
Don't they like a horse a day keeps the doctors away?
Yeah, because they think you're weird. Apple horse especially. That's why Applejack's never been to the doctor. And she's never gonna. If somebody in the Apple family gets sick, you just throw them under the cart. And that's the last year of it.
No, that's what she's confused because like this is what we've been doing. This is what you did to your mother, Mom.
Yes. Granny Smith's only still alive because she's wily.
What?
Keeps squirming away. You either learn to fight in the Apple family or you die.
You either live in Apple or die a coward.
What? Nothing.
No, we've been over this. She saw her mom eating a pear,
Nothing.
and then she just figured, oh,
What?
mentally
Here's
ill.
your ninepence.
Time to put her out.
Here's one. Ninepence. I'm not dead. What? Nothing. Use your ninepence. Not dead. What? Nothing. Use your ninepence. Not dead. What? Nothing. Use your ninepence. Dead. What? Nothing. Use
I
your
need to learn to
ninepence.
cook some more foods, but I'm kind of lazy. And it's not like stores have a lot of exotic things to cook.
You can find some maybe not in their fresh area, but there's tons of stuff there. Like if you go through some of the international aisle, there's some crazy selections of
The
things.
international aisle at Walmart.
Well, okay, there is no international there because that's not American.
Yeah.
But no, like at good grocery stores.
I do need to cook more eggplant because I like eggplant. There is a lot of prep though to make it good. And then when I say good, eggplant is fine. It's the effort to pay out. Do you remember last time I made eggplant? It was all right, right?
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. It was a lot of work because you have to like basically French toast it, where you dip it in egg and then you dip it in flour, then you fry it up. That's really the only decent way to make eggplant.
Well, then you could just do that with anything. Just get some broccoli, dip it in egg. It's an eggplant now.
I don't know. Broccoli and egg sounds like a horrible
I know, but it's egg and it's plant.
Yeah.
And egg is a vegetable. I mean, wait, isn't just eggplant just use an egg?
Vegetables.
Yeah, so you said
Yeah.
you said it's an animal byproduct.
It's an animal byproduct. It doesn't make it a vegetable.
Okay, so what food group does it fit under?
It's eggs and dairy. I remember.
Eggs and dairy.
Yeah, remember
Why
the
are-
pyramid?
No, that was obsoleted.
I don't care. This is what I learned from my childhood. And by the way, Pluto is a planet. My childhood was correct.
Illuminati's gonna come for you.
Got the triangle, man. Blue is a planet, and egg gets lumped with dairy, which makes sense. It is animal byproduct group.
Wait, so does poop go under?
I mean, nuts got a lot thrown in there as well.
That's an animal byproduct,
Maybe.
or is it a plant byproduct? So we're including plant byproducts. So that means eggs are plants.
I did not make the pyramid, sir.
You're from that generation.
I didn't get to make decisions. Learn to make sushi rolls, but that's a lot of work. Not to mention, nobody's gonna trust fish that I prepared. Like, would you trust
I don't
raw
trust
fish? That
I don't trust
prepared?
burgers he prepares. I don't trust buns he prepares.
You don't cook the sushi. I'll just go to Walmart, get some tilapia, let it thaw out, get the frozen stuff, let it thaw out.
No.
Turn that into sushi. We'll eat it.
You can't cook anymore.
You know, cook sushi.
No, just in general, nothing.
I think Nancy's like, no. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna make my own sushi. Walmart special. Nothing but good ideas right here. That it's not sushi great. You don't know. Maybe. It probably comes from the same place. It's fine. I bet you there's a lot of households that do it that way. And yeah, occasionally maybe they get sick, but that's just the life they live. People who make sushi every day as like part of their like weekly routine, I guarantee you aren't always getting fresh fish. They're getting fish.
If you get it from a well reputable place, yes, you're
Like
probably
Walmart.
fine. I mean, why don't you
They
save
stand
some
by their
time
food.
and go and get the plastic wrapped sushi from Holiday gas station?
That's probably gonna cost more than Walmart making it yourself. I don't know if Walmart has sushi wraps though. We'll have to maybe like compromise somewhere on that one. Just make the sushi where they just put the rice on top. That's like the lazy sushi. Still tastes good.
No, it's sashimi. Is it sashimi? No, the one is just like rice with the meat on top.
Yeah, but that's not sashimi. Sashimi's just raw
Yeah,
fish.
yeah, but then why even bother with the rice?
Just, yeah, those thoughts.
Why even?
That's actually a great idea.
Why are they bother buying fish? Just find a river and jump in.
Yeah.
Just,
I like the idea of just thawing out some fish on the countertop and being like, dig in.
you just throw it down. It's like a rock. You're like dinner in 7 hours.
Yeah. But the thawed at room temperature, it'll be great.
It's not thawed yet. Dinner tomorrow.
So you want to come over for some of my sashimi, Ninesky? It's gonna be great. Nothing but good ideas over here. No. Well, see, now my feelings are hurt.
If we ever cared.
That horse should bite.
Anyways, if you come in, you're like, guys, I'm like super depressed right now. It would just be like, look at this coupon, and then you're like, yay! So like recovering you from your immediate depression is easy. There's definitely some like larger slope that you're constantly going down. But that's the existential stuff. I got 15 seconds. That was the best thing I've seen in my life. Well, thank you very much. It's just some fun side stuff. Originally, it was going to be an anthology short to try to get out for Cider Fest this year, but then there was going to be no anthology. So I decided that I could slow down on it. And we started this like earlier in the year, I think. Let's have a check on the cart. There it is. And so there's another anthology next Cider Fest, but I'm not going to save this for that. I'm going to work on something else for that. So yeah, we still have to do this shot in the first part. Oh, it's 11 seconds here. I thought it was 15. There we go. No, let me turn out the lighting here. So it's all the lead up that you normally get. I love this one. I'm just poking the derpy. But yeah. So that's the pre-part. After we're done working on getting the animation done on the first shot here, I'll work on that other one. Argobot, yes, that was my OC. I like to sneak my OC in things, but I don't like making him front and center. I like him just being a background horse. I think I put him in like probably 12 or 13 videos. Very sneaky. I have to restart the software every time because they're already pretty high on RAM. I had to split these up between different files because just RAM usage alone is just not worth it. When you start going for a few hours, if you're really close to max RAM, the history, because SFM doesn't have a history cap, it'll just keep recording everything you're doing for button pushes all forever, essentially. Will eventually start just filling up your memory. But yes, this is what we're trying to do right now. I think I'm mostly done with Applejack.
Ninepence. I'm not dead. What? Nothing. I'm not dead. What? Nothing. Here's your ninepence. I'm not dead. What?
Except for, I
Nothing.
mean, I still have to do her eyebrows and her hair cleanup and some other little tweaking, but she's done for the most part. How is Trixie then? So Trixie's got, she's kind of like got that forward death stare. I think I'm gonna try to add like a little thing here. So let's just say that at least at this point, she's just doing a little like a side glance. Like that way. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, big glass. Yes, thank you very much. Now I can get to that dehydrate. So cheers, night. Nightly. Just gonna squeeze down the eye motion. Eyes do not eyes do not gradually go across something. If it's changing locations, your head will take a second, but your eyes should jump right away.
You show this.
Oh yeah, Giz got Michael a present.
Goodwill apparently for $4.
It's Rainbow Days.
It's backwards days.
Horses.
It's a cool horse.
I like-
It's in perfect condition too.
I like this on the side here because they're like, look, it's Rainbow and Pinky, and Twilight broke her neck.
Looking up.
It's just the angle that she's looking up is like, it's kind of actually what I see as if I were to want to make somebody look up, but I didn't want to actually readjust their legging or anything to make them look up. Like if she's that far back to look up, she should have a leg backwards, but they just like cheaped out on it.
That box
Oh,
is
does
really
it?
nice actually.
Goodwill, $4. It's
in perfect shape. It's in like mint condition.
well, kind of. You could wash it down a little bit.
No, I wouldn't.
No, it's got a little bit of like stuff up here. Just do a quick wash down. Just like there's some goopy on the front here. That's the stuff. Not wash it down. Like, I mean, don't go scraping it.
Yes.
But yeah.
This is in really good shape.
Does it have the thermos? I don't think thermoses
think
came
so.
with kid lunch boxes.
Yeah, they did.
Well, this one didn't.
Well, this one doesn't have it.
Hold on. When was this made?
I'm gonna guess 2013. Fun.
Clean with a damp cloth.
Okay.
Large tin tote. Made in Salt Lake City. No, wait, made in China.
Oh.
It was sold by Vandor, which is located in Salt Lake City. Not a toy. No, it shows in here 2017. That's surprisingly late, I think.
Yeah.
For something like that.
I mean, that's why it's not the like.
Yeah, I know you did when I watched it. I guess.
Is here's the thing about these kind of things. I love this, but I have to ask, why didn't you keep it? Like, I'm not saying I don't want it. I'm just saying, don't you want it? Why don't you want it? This is
He's
good.
leaving the fandom.
That's kind of the vibe I get when people do stuff like this. Like, and leaving the fandom, you can have it. Nobody here has a use for a lunchbox, kids. This is a collector's item. This isn't something you use.
I have one.
I have a rarity one.
Yeah, I have one. God, who gave it to me? I think it was Nolan. Gave it to me years ago, and I keep all my my buttons and extra like what do they call that? Ribbons from for badges. The whatever I have all the extra ones of those.
Yeah.
Pins, just a bunch of stuff I got jammed in there. I think it's like just in the other room. It's got so much stuff in there.
I have a rarity lunchbox, but the only reason I have it is because Draft gave it to me. Because guess what Draft was doing? He was leaving the fandom.
Did you get his tarot cards?
I don't know.
It wasn't tarot cards. It was somebody worked at the Japanese post office and had literal pony stamps made. They're not official. You can't actually use them, but they were made and they are literally pony stamps that are one of a kind.
Really?
Like literally made from the actual printing press that makes stamps. And they look like legit stamps with like really cool art for ponies. He always said that the Japanese have way better merch than we do, and they charge half the price.
Yeah, that's kind of how I thought about all the stuff on AliExpress.
Oh, you have the tarot cards. They're really cool.
Tarot cards are apparently very cool.
His art. Yeah, just like that was just somebody did that, and then they sold them for really cheap. And so, yeah, he had something really cool. Yeah, I was going to say, I saw the 300 was in the kids bin.
No, this box, this lunchbox is a really solid collector's piece. Like, I'm not really a collector, but I can appreciate quality merchandise. And Pony didn't always have quality merchandise, so this is pretty quality. So, like, if you want it back, just tell me. We'll take care of it until then, I suppose. I don't know where it'll go. I have 0 shelf space left. Down here maybe somewhere?
I do need to get a couple more shelves down here because I'm running out of DVD space, sadly. When I got that, I was like, I have a whole extra shelf, and now it's full.
Yeah.
I was going to get like 2.5 more.
No. Draft gave me a bunch of odds and ends stuff. Like, one thing I have is some, like, Rainbow Dash figurines that were painted to be derpies, and his mom apparently did that.
Yeah,
she was, like,
so.
helping him early on, like, make merchandise. So they just repainted some of the, McDonald's Rainbow Dash figurines to be derpy. And I have a few of those. Yeah, this is a good find. If I saw this at the
You would have jumped on it so
I would
quick.
have jumped on this real quick. Holy crap, I would have. And just like try to figure it out later because this is in really good shape. Yeah, it needs a little bit of wipe down, but
And it says you can, so don't worry about that.
I probably want to use microfiber.
Oh yeah,
I have a whole
that's fine.
box of microfiber cloths.
I know, I do too. Well, no, you have the giant microfiber cloths.
Yeah.
Like I bought a whole bunch of screen wiping ones because I always was trying to figure out where mine were, and I'm like, screw it, I'm just like $4 for a pack of 15.
Yeah, I bought them for the pinball machine primarily, but still have a bunch.
I clicked away for like 5 seconds. I got back, and Twitch warns me that this has sexual content. I wouldn't be surprised. We've
It's because they're nude.
we have made some innuendos tonight, and I might just be listening.
Michael, no, I am the safest. Not safe for Una.
Is it the lunchbox?
It's the lunchbox. Look.
You opened the lunchbox. That's lewd.
Yeah, there's a bunch of nude ladies on here. Look at that one.
There's not wearing any clothes.
Not got no clothes on. It's her butt. It's because we say butt too much.
Lewd box. Why is lewd blocked? That's sex based term. Okay, good. I was gonna do the exact same thing. You beat me to it, Sunset.
Yes. Even mentioning lewd. It's too much. The future from Demolition Man is real.
Yeah, I was trying to remember earlier, like what movie we watched this weekend. Yeah, we watched Demolition Man.
Yeah.
Such a good and bad movie at the same time.
You come into it with a certain expectation.
There's just there's some of the, like the little girl at the beginning when they're like, how you caused $1.8 million to save one of damage to save one small girl, and the little girl goes, fuck you, lady. It was so well timed. It was so fun. No, it's a fun movie. It's not, to me, like the best action flick of all time, and I don't think it's like a great, amazing movie, but it's fun.
She deserves an enemy.
He deserves an Emmy. Yeah. Yeah, we went and looked up that she did a couple things of acting as a child, and then really didn't do anything more. There's no information about birthday, nothing. Just people that were like, that girl deserves an Emmy for her performance. But nothing didn't really. She probably was one of those kids that was just in a like a child agency, looking for, like, the parents put her there for work, but then she just ended up not sticking around for it. Got some decent parts. So yeah, well, at that age, that's 100% what happens.
We're gonna turn little Billy into a star, aren't we, Billy? It's like, can I go play Nintendo? No.
Yeah,
You have to go to acting classes.
I don't know what acting classes. I don't think at that age kids are going to learn acting. And also, I think that's a bad age to learn acting, because
Like Shirley Temple, they made her dance her freaking tap shoes
yeah, but
off.
like at that age, trying to teach somebody how to not just be imaginative, but to like try to be somebody else and put themselves in other shoes. I don't think that's good psychologically, probably. But also, it's not like you can just like have movies without kids in them. So I know that there is a need for it at times.
Just have Danny DeVito play all the kids.
Yeah, that would work. I just don't like it when a child actor becomes famous, like Macaulay Culkin and those type of kids, or Shirley Temple. That's what shouldn't happen.
Like who was it? Shia LaBeouf did a whole movie about his childhood called it was like Honey something. Which basically was like a rough version of what his childhood was like as a child actor. And basically he hates his father because his father was the one who pushed him into it and just used.
So what does he do? Has he done any movies, or has he just been Shia LaBeouf?
He's still around doing stuff. He does stuff occasionally.
I'm pretty sure he has plenty of money that as long as he doesn't blow it, he can live fine for the rest of his life.
He didn't have much from his childhood acting because because parents do that. That's the reason they're doing it, is to take advantage of their children. It's just stupid. Like his parents.
It's an exploitive industry, and that's why it shouldn't exist in the way that it does. Child protection is better than it used to be, still not great.
Like that was the whole story with the guy from what was his name? He was the what was his catchphrase? What you talking about? That kid. Gary Coleman. Is that his name? I want to say Gary Coleman. But that was his whole thing, was like his parents took everything. By the time he was actually of age to realize how much money he made, it was gone. Yeah, Gary Coleman. Like he had nothing. Dynamite. That was a different person? I think that guy died.
He was older, I believe.
No, he was drugs.
No, I mean, no, the kid, the kid, that, or it wasn't a kid that did Dynamite, I believe. Why am I forcing this over? Oh, because I have to. I don't know. I can try. Can I make it go under?
Gary Coleman did an entire song. Honey Boy, that's what it was called. Kind of want to see it. Came out 5 years ago now, so I'm behind. It's basically like a. He admits it's somewhat dramatized, but it's essentially his life.
Well, not everybody can be super accurate about their own history, like Weird Al,
Yes.
when it comes to their TV shows. So
Weird Al's 100% the truth.
yeah, Weird Al's movie was definitely inspirational, truthful. I mean, it was a glorious piece of storytelling.
My favorite part is when Weird Al's agent is telling him how much of a piece of shit he is. And how
I do like that he played his own agent.
telling him, like, no one will ever like this stuff. You're an idiot.
Yeah. Who is it that played Weird Al too? He did great.
Oh, that's the guy who played Harry Potter films.
Yeah.
What's his name?
It bothers me. I can't remember.
I can't remember every actor. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah, he did great. He that definitely looked like a movie that people just had fun.
Yeah, they had fun.
Yeah, but that just sounds like anything around Weird Al.
He was a hero. Killed by Madonna in 1985. Same year I was born.
I did like that. It was such a funny. I think that should have gotten more attention than it did, but I think that's fine. My favorite thing about that movie though was Weird Al stating, "My first movie came out 36 years ago or something," and when we first made our first movie, we said we would release a new movie every 36 years, and here we are, keeping with the tradition.
On schedule.
On schedule. It was funny.
So there are two Weird Al movies, but I would say the newer one's the better one. UHF is.
I haven't
good.
seen UHF yet, but I
Do you have it on the Plex?
yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's all right. It's fun. It's a lot of music videos, but that's to be expected because that was Weird Al back in his like heyday when MTV was a thing. Music videos were all the rage. I don't even know if artists make music videos anymore. I mean, they'd end up on YouTube if they did, but who's got the time?
There's gotta be both.
Daniel Radcliffe did an amazing job, and I think they had Zach Galifianakis playing Dr. Demento, which was fun.
The guy that played Dwight and from The
Oh,
Office.
that's who that was. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he did pretty good with
He did
that,
good.
Dr. Demento as
I
well.
don't know why I keep
I had
trying to
literally
think
just,
Galifianakis.
I think, just finished watching The Office for the first time when we watched
The
that too.
entirety of it?
Yeah, because I'd never seen it before, and then we went and saw that, and we saw it at Sisters, and I was like, that it's Dwight, which poor guy being definitely typecast, but still.
I only know who Dr. Demento is, honestly, because of Weird Al, and my parents had one of his Christmas albums that I would listen to over and over again growing up. And that's my entire Dr. Demento, like, knowledge. But he's the reason for Weird Al. Even if more people remember Weird Al than Dr. Demento. I think Weird Al said he was like a second father to him. Even though I think he got on his show, I think at the age of 14. So, because he just sent in a tape that he made.
And I think the show showed his like parents being like against everything that he did. But if I remember right, they were ultra supportive
Yes.
and like pushed him to do everything that he did.
They let him do his
Yeah,
thing.
I think that wasn't it like when one of his parents died or something, he was so devastated.
Both of them died at the same time.
Yeah, and like I think he was in the middle of something, he just canceled it and like he just disappeared for a while.
They did not die of natural causes.
Yeah, so
It was a gas leak in the house.
yeah, that's rough.
That's real rough. He said in an interview, he disappeared for like 5 years after his died. And he said in an interview after, he's like, on a logical, intellectual level, I knew at some point in my life my parents would pass away. I was not ready for them to pass away so suddenly and together at the same time. That broke. He disappeared from everything for like 5 years. It was rough. And I can't really blame the man at all for taking it as hard as he did. If my parents both died and something like that,
Yeah, just suddenly and explicitly, and I'm guessing they weren't that old.
no, they weren't that old.
Yeah, I mean, it's
They're in
one
their
thing if they
60s.
die when they're 80s or 90s or something, but like, yeah, early 60s or something.
It was a gas leak from a fireplace. That's what did it.
You've tried to kill me that way.
I don't know. You use natural gas, propane.
It's been like twice that the burner was on in the oven going, but there was no flame.
I turned it off. I don't know why.
Twice.
They're gone.
Yeah, you've been like unknowingly trying to murder me.
I promise not to murder you on purpose. Promise. Think you swear.
So that horn has magic, but it's not really popping out from the horn. So I'm going to reattach it. The particle doesn't show up if it's locked to something, so that's why I have to detach or to unlock it. But I'm going to push it just to where it's a little closer to what has visibility, and then we'll relock it again or re-unlock it. That might be a little rough because she turns her head. What we can do instead, we will going back to the original position, and we will see if no, not here.
He had like a variety show, and he took tapes from listeners and would listen to them, like sit down and actually listen to tapes from the listeners that were sent to him. And one of those mixtapes was Weird Al, a young Alfred Yankovic. And he brought him onto the show, and he became a regular at the age of 14.
I think the scale is what I need to do. It just makes it fatter around the object. Cheers, circle. Yeah, Dr. Demento. Nobody really even of our age is probably going to remember Dr. Demento.
I remember him vaguely.
Yeah, but he was definitely the inspiration for Weird Al, and then Weird Al popularized that type of stuff. But by then, Dr. Demento, I think, well, Dr. Demento's big thing was he saw potential in somebody else and made them a star.
He was already pretty old by the time he discovered Weird Al. So.
Yeah, it was, which I think was why I probably saw him as a father, because he didn't just see him as, I could be famous because of this kid. He says this kid could be something, and pushed him to be. So,
no, it was very clear that Dr. Demento's goal was to help him, not use him.
Stuff like that shows the positive support of those that are around you, especially when you're younger, can lead to some amazing things and opportunities in your life if you're just given that opportunity. It's just a lot of times we tell the kids, you have to be this, you have to do that. And when you don't just listen to them.
Yep. I very much remember as a kid sitting down, I'm talking like 8 years old, with my friends around a boombox with a Weird Al cassette tape stuck in it, and we're just listening to like his Food album. So early memory for me. Guy's been a constant my whole life. Weird. I can't really say that about any other celebrity.
I don't even think that's really doing it.
Like, I think he's actually got a show he's doing here in this city here soon. You getting ads for it. It would be kind of cool to see him once.
Yeah. Because then you can say, I've been in the same room as my hero.
He kind of is my hero. In a way. He's going to be... his very first place is Welsh, Minnesota? Where's that? This is actually his first stop on his next tour.
Apples, apples, apples.
Welch.
Apples, apples.
Welch. Oh, wow. So he's just going to be south of the city.
Wait on you. Why? Well, that's close to Red Wing.
It's the ticket prices are. Let's see what the ticket prices are.
Like, I went to Mankato once to see Ron White. But Mankato's an actually, like, pretty decent city. Welsh? This is Welsh.
It's literally lawn seats.
In the middle of winter?
No, in June.
Oh.
Like, and the ticket prices aren't that bad. It's like $80 a seat.
That could be kind of neat. That sounds like a Weird Al thing.
Yeah.
That could be neat.
The more expensive tickets are like $100.
Get right up front. We did that once when we did the Final Fantasy concert. We paid to get good tickets. We were like 7th row for the concert. It was so nice being way up front. Like, I got to see a bunch of people dressed up. Got to be right up with the band.
Okay, if you want to be right up on stage, that's like $1,500 a ticket.
Oh.
But if you want to be like, okay, those are $500 a ticket.
Okay, maybe not that much.
$300 a ticket. Okay, if you want to be sitting on the lawn, general admission, that's where it's like $100 a ticket. So basically, these are actual seats, and that's where you can basically stand on the lawn.
It's such a weird thing to do, but that is Weird Al. So, what do you do?
It would be really cool to see him in concert, though. And I'd be willing to do lawn.
Oh, that's for something else. What's wrong with the lights? Is it changing? Maybe if I just up the number. Oh, I can up the number and up the width.
I can't imagine he's gonna do too many more tours.
How old is he now?
His 60s, I think. I'm gonna guess 62. See how close I am.
Oh, radius random.
I type in his name. He's 65. So I was 3 years old.
Oh, so he's not that bad. But there's only so much before you're like, I'm tired.
Yes. Or he could have, well, the thing about Weird Al shows is that they're shows. He puts on, it's not just singing. He's doing a number. So how long you can keep that up? Like, how many times can you wear the fat suit before it's just too much? I have a voice impression. Eat it. Just eat it. Open up your mouth and eat it. Have a big dinner. Have a light snack. If you don't like it, you can't send it back. So eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Woo!
When's your next run? Thursday.
I'd be surprised that
We're playing with your
Michael knew all
friends
the
in some
words.
kind of game. Well, if you starve to death, then you'll have yourself to blame. So eat it. Just eat it. Do what you're told. Eat some Captain Cruncher, tuna casserole. You better chow it down or it's gonna get cold. So eat it. Or you're gonna. That's fun. Good stuff.
okay, I do have to figure out the fix for particles. Okay, no, it is fixed. Well, thank you for the bits, Nolan. Encore, encore, Rincore.
Runcore? Oh, it's got the typey derps.
Do Amish Paradise.
Oh, I used to know the words. Let me think.
So you gotta start from the beginning.
I remembered in the beginning.
Been missing all my life living Yeah.
What's the beginning? How does it start?
Um.
If you start me, I might be able to remember.
It starts with like a choir type thing, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it's like
Oh.
chicken plows, fool, and I've been milking the plow and so long that even Ezekiel thinks that my mind is gone. I'm a man of the land, I'm a doodle splitting, got a Bible in my hand and a beard on my chin. But if you finish your chores and I finish mine, then tonight we're gonna party like the 69.9. Living both our lives, living in an Amish paradise. We churned butter once or twice, living in an Amish paradise. We're all a bunch of crazy Mennonites living in an Amish paradise. You might probably think it bites living in an Amish paradise. That's better. Raise the bar up at A, soon I'll raise another. Think you're really righteous, think you're pure in heart. What? No, 1,000,000 times as simple as thou art. I'm the pious guy, the little Amish wanna be up on my knees day and night, scoring points for the afterlife. So don't be vain and don't be whiny. Or my brother and I might be medieval on your hiney. I remember a lot of the words.
You just had to get the start. I had to remember because I was thinking some other song at the beginning, but now trying to remember where you left your keys.
That is,
and then you look up and you're like, oh, my pants. Where'd they go?
They're just gone. Yeah.
Wait, did you think if they were your pants?
Are these my pants?
Like,
I hope so.
These are my boss's pants. I'd be asking questions.
Got a Bible in my hand and a beard on my chin. Good stuff.
All right, so the clipboard is going to be... Oh, actually, this can just be maintained on the current clipboard. So first I have to get a copy of the reference to the model. Copy. And then I have to go to the clipboard itself. Paste it as its reference model. It has it copy pasted, but it's referencing a different version of it. The clipboard is locked to Trixie. Where's the clipboard? Oh, there it is. Where'd it go? Okay.
Today is one. Ninepence.
I was gonna say I'm not seeing it, but that's probably because
I'm so like
start
remembering other words. That's all. Other lines and lyrics.
5.3.
Oh, I will control myself.
5.3. Yeah, it's just pulling up after its death. So it needs to survive for 5 and 5.
Ninepence.
I think he won Grammys for that and Eat It.
Ninepence. I'm not dead.
He had to apologize. And what was the other Michael Jackson song he did that was like
That
was popular? Or was Beat
did he
It?
do Billie Jean?
I don't think so.
No.
There was another Michael Jackson song that he.
Thriller?
No, it wasn't Thriller.
Yeah, I swear you're right.
Yeah, but I can't remember what it was. It's killing me. I'll have to look it up.
One of my favorites from him is American Pie.
Oh, my, this here
Anakin guy, maybe Vader someday later, but he's just a small fry. He left his home and said his mama goodbye, saying soon I'm gonna be a Jedi.
Yeah, that. Someday I'm going to be a Jedi.
It was just so stupid and good. Okay, now I'm gonna grab the horn. I need the particle effect for the pipe.
Oh, fat.
Oh yeah, that is the one.
No, I'm fat, you know it, you know. In place of I'm bad. Did he do a Thriller parody? He did. Just don't remember that one. Or maybe he didn't.
He might have, but it probably just wasn't as popular.
I meant the whole thing in the movie though is that he did the he wore the jacket and stuff, and they claimed Michael Jackson was stealing his look and making parodies of his songs.
But if I remember right, Michael Jackson was a big fan of him,
Yeah.
so he had no problem with it. And then ended up having with wasn't it LL Cool J or who was it that?
He got upset.
No, he got upset, but it was mainly because he thought that he had just stolen it, but it was that his
His agent okayed it.
Yeah, his agent had okayed it without his permission, and he got angry that he thought it just was stolen. Then they worked it out, and it ended up being okay. And yeah, as far as I know, he didn't have any problem with it. Probably because he made a lot of money from it for no work. But
Yeah. No avoid reaches for the button. You know, Weasel Stomping Day. I'm familiar with Weasel Stomping Day because I think he wrote that song for Robot Chicken. So that they did an animation on it before it was Weasel Stomping Day. Yes. Kel-chan is not a fan of Weasel Stomping Day. But I am aware of Weasel Stomping Day, yes. I'll post it to you later, Kel-chan, if you're not familiar with Weasel Stomping Day.
So I'm having to put a different model in here in place of this because I mentioned this before, but for those that weren't here before, when you attach a particle to a model, it doesn't attach it to the model, it attaches it to the hitbox. And depending on the model, sometimes hitboxes are simplified, and this is a simplified hitbox. So for this pipe, the hitbox is not the shape of this pipe. It is just a big square, which means it includes this space right here, all the way through here for particle effect. That doesn't make sense for magic. So instead, I could add a little extra bit here with some extra magic to try to fill in the gap, but really it just comes down to screw it. She only really needs to hold that portion of the pipe. So
there's no point in stomping.
and if you want to get momentum when you're like whipping something at something, you probably need to only hold it at the base, not the full thing anyway. So actually I do need to add one for the pan too. The pan's going to be if I don't worry about the handle, it won't be too bad, but I'm going to guess this one's whole hitbox probably goes like from straight line back here to the handle. Might be able to get away with it, but it's probably gonna be way glowy.
Wouldn't you call it a hoof tool?
What?
It's a hoof tool. Because what's a hand?
A hand tool and a hoof tool.
It's a hoof tool. Oh. Not handle with a hoof tool. Gotta call it right thing, it's horseman.
They say the word hand in there. You know what they also say?
Yeah,
Fast as a speeding bullet.
they do. But I do like
His name is Tank.
I do like episode 100 where he's like, man, chill out. What is this man he keep referring to?
Do they say that?
Yeah.
Oh.
In episode 100.
Oh, okay.
It was a fun episode.
I can't remember. That's a long time ago.
I remember.
You remember
Just like
everything.
I remember Weird Al's.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Derby's dead. No?
Okay, so the pipe base is now locked.
She's bloody.
Now I have to unlock it, and now I'll go.
Michael Farm remembers.
I gotta go copy the model. It's weird to get the copy of the model. I have to back up a library, and that's where it lets me see the child of the base model. So this is as far as I know, like the actual model itself, and then this is the instance that is being used within this video. So you want to grab this one. If you try to copy this one, I think it'll affect all shots, and that can cause problems.
I'm curious if he was doing autographs at he would probably be doing autographs after the concert, I would imagine. If that's the case, he could get like a cheese sandwich salad. But he'd still get a kick out of it.
I did not lock it. Oh no, I did. It's just this says motion. No, it doesn't.
Wonder which one you get more of a kick out of, signing a picture with cheese sandwich or the Banana Man from Adventure Time.
Both.
I would think,
Get a picture of both of them making out.
oh, Banana Man and cheese sandwich, yes.
He would love. He would actually.
You go, oh. That would have been an oh moment.
He would love it though.
Yes, he would.
He would know. What he would
Like,
know.
why? It would be fun.
Sloppy makeout. And
Mm-hmm. Something to talk to my artist friends about if I ever actually plan on going to the concert. And he's doing autographs. I imagine they do autographs at the concerts. It's
It
kind of like their
depends
cons.
on how late it is and all that.
Mm-hmm. And he is 65, so how much time he has for autographs, energy he has for autographs, especially after a concert. I'd almost think he'd do them before the concert.
Today
I know, Sunset. Yeah,
Here's one.
Hasbro's selling their IPs cheap right now. They're renting them out. Whoever will pay them money, because boy, do they need money. They're not willing to sell the IPs outright yet, but they're lending them out. They're very actively looking for anyone who wants to make a movie for them.
Why you do that?
You need to jump on it. You need to make a pony movie. Suddenly you're craving grilled cheese sandwiches and dill pickles.
Here's one.
Yeah,
Because of scaling.
I could eat just a pickle cheese sandwich if I'm feeling it. And it's good crunchy pickles. And toasted bread. I mean, if it's grilled cheese, it's going to be toasted bread.
Plan.
One sandwich my mom used to eat, and I could never get behind her on this,
Oh.
was just tomato and mayonnaise on bread. No, thank you.
And now
Here's one. Ninepence.
Texas toast bread. Don't say that too loud. Don't type that too loud. Some people don't like Texas toast.
it's not good.
It's just bread.
Ninepence. I'm not dead. Here's one. Ninepence. I'm not dead. Ninepence. I'm not
I do
dead.
like $600 to go see my parents. That's too much. And then it's like $1,200 for a Weird Al concert. Let's go.
Might be able to smell his sweat.
Do they allow sniffs of Weird Al?
Nine.
I think when I went and saw Ron White and Mikado, like we were back corner, like up high. So it was like this long thing, and we were like way in the back looking like forward, but everything is happening way over there. And like he was like that big. Like, it was
I got the nose
neat. We got there, but like it was not great.
I've been to 2 concerts in my life, which isn't a lot. Like, not pony concerts, been lots of those, but 2 other concerts that aren't those. It was Blue Oyster Cult, which I was like up front for, because it was basically first come first serve for seating, and we just got there super early. It was like being paid for by a casino. Pretty cool. And then Roger Waters from Pink Floyd was doing The Wall, and I got a ticket for that, but that was the nosebleeds. I was like as far as I could be away and still be in the arena.
But that's what, like when we went to that Final Fantasy concert, we were literally only a couple rows back, so we were really up front. I think there was like a reserved section for that wasn't really anybody. I think it was just distance for band, and then I think we were like only a couple rows behind that, and the tickets were like 150.
Yeah,
but it was because that theater wasn't full. Like it was a Final Fantasy concert. I thought it was going to be more popular than that, but it ended up working out. Like now, I think the last time they were in town, they were at a bar. Which is, I don't know how that works. It's a bar that's made for concerts, but it still was not really a orchestra type thing, which is kind of sad because it was such a fun concert. I love it. It was very nice. They had full video going on with it. Apparently that was the one they used to have where Nobuo Uematsu would every now and then pop up and go with them.
Yeah.
But like for that show, it definitely wasn't. It was like snowy and cold and all
Once
that.
you end up in the bar, he's not going to show up.
No, well, you know, he's kind of old.
He's kind of old. A lot of people we love are getting old.
Yeah, well, kind of like Nobuo Uematsu and Hironobu Sakaguchi are still making stuff.
Yeah.
Hironobu Sakaguchi said that Fantasia was going to be his last MMO or last RPG, but then he's like, I still have energy in me and I want to do more. So like, he might be doing more
That
stuff.
happens to a lot of artists. Are like, I'm going to stop. And then they
But then
stop and they're like, I'm going to go back.
It's been their life, and not just their life, like career, but their passion. And so like stopping it feels like you're killing off a part of you.
It's like cutting off a limb.
Mhm.
I wonder what the cheapest Weird Al seats, where you can actually get a seat and it's not just you sitting on the lawn.
Depending on like how it is set up like that, that could be neat, but like nobody's going to want you to put up like an umbrella for shade because they're going to hate because then you can't see anything. And yeah, depends on how it's set up.
$59 for 2 tickets together.
Like both like combined?
Yeah, well, they're $59 a piece,
Oh, okay.
but only if you buy 2.
Oh. How much are they a piece?
$59.
No, I mean like if you don't buy them as a pair.
Oh,
you
it doesn't
can't.
even give that option.
Oh, okay.
I think this is StubHub I'm on. And it said there's other seats in the same row that sold 4 hours ago.
It's a very weird location for him to.
There's a casino down there.
Oh. Kind of makes sense, I guess.
A lot of these venues are around casinos. I think that's just the times we live in. It's like I said, when I saw Blue Oyster Cult, it was a casino kind of fronting the bill.
Well, they just want to try to get people there for their other attractions.
They want you to finish the concert, then go to the casino because it's right there.
Also, they can use tickets like that for incentives for their high-paying customers.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, hey, free tickets.
Yeah.
So you can come back and blow a bunch more money. There was a Toy Story concert in Milwaukee, I think. That'd be interesting. He makes food, sings, and performs science for Alden Brown. That could be kind of neat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's going to make anybody food. There'd probably be too many people.
No, but I will put down that if people want to go to the Weird Al concert, I would be willing to also go to the Weird Al concert. But only if other people are going.
Oh, this is even worse than I thought. Normally, if you just tell it to encapsulate it, it's just going to put a big ring around this, and then it's going to do connecting lines from here around it. No, they even boxed this one for particles. Is it going to work, or do I have to, like...
Freaking Misty.
Yeah, I'm going to probably have to come up with a different one for that. Okay. So we need to come up with a different model for that. A different base. It's still going to be that pot, but I just need to replace with base.
What do you mean? Sound-wise?
No, for attaching the particles to. Because this one I can't do it because the handle's not set up right. What's a model to look for?
Like a ball of some sort?
Kind of, but it would make the rim not really work well.
Drum?
Drum might work. Try drum. That might work. But first, actually, I can probably just do this here. Well, is we look at the drum.
No.
This one, yeah, and then we say
5.5 earthquake struck Nevada.
collision model. Okay, so you can see here, collision model looks fine. But if I were to go to that pot, like I want to see if I can find the pot.
What was that? That looked like something I did.
No,
Because it was all goofy in the presentation. Can't you just do pot again and then do magical effect around the pot, but make the pot translucent?
no, it's not about that. It's the way that the particle attaches to that specific pot doesn't work. It's just because again it's attached to collision model. I don't remember what pot I had though.
Oh, all those coffee pots are making me want coffee.
That's not it, but I wonder if it's equivalent. No, that one's pretty good. It depends. Like if a pot's used as like a weapon,
That flashlight gave me flashbacks.
it probably wouldn't matter. But if it's just like a decoration in the background, they're not going to care.
The big yellow box flashlight is definitely nostalgic for me now.
I'm not seeing it. Unless I passed it at the beginning. It wasn't that one.
think it was that one.
Yeah, I think it is. Okay.
Hmm.
Oh, no. Okay, so this one actually had it set up that way. I might be looking at it a different way, but unless that's not the model, but I think I remember I see that notch there. That's got to be the same one. But yeah, it's still being weird. So we'll try the drum.
Thing is, I think the only thing she would have glowing is the handle itself.
No. In here, this doesn't matter. But I don't want to just do the handle because it would not stand out. It's not always about realism. Sometimes it's just about making something that works.
This magic needs to be realistic.
No, that is usually how you think, and I'm saying no.
I just want it to be believable because then I get to pretend the horses are real.
It's a big dirt. That actually is.
She's gonna get through there eventually.
Pretty close to the right size.
Somebody drank my cup of mead.
You want some of mine?
No,
Okay, because I don't know if I'll finish it.
you got to.
Well, because usually I want a half glass. You keep bringing me full glasses.
You never specify.
Yeah,
You just say, go get me booze.
No, if I do
It's like-
specify, that's always what it is. But yeah, it's just too much.
Well, maybe you need to be more of an alcoholic like me.
You didn't drink the first drink.
I did not, because I wanted to take it easy. Didn't mean that applied to you. Did you see what I posted today in the Michael chat? Should have told you everything. What was it? It was a saying. Well, let's go derpy. Yeah, I learned from the mistakes of people who took my advice. It's good life. That's how you learn. You tell people to go do stuff and then you watch them. If it doesn't work out, you know not to do that.
Okay, not too much around it. I'm gonna increase that pot size just a teeny bit. That should be fine. If anything, could be a little heavy. Yeah, I'm thinking even that got treated like a square because I can see it going off into the edges.
You sure? Oh, maybe.
Well, no.
Where's
Oh,
the
no, it's
pipe?
fine. So the particles get a little weird when I hit play, though, because SFM, when I'm hitting play, doesn't always have them track correctly, but when you're actually rendering, it tends to follow more frame to frame correctly. So that's why, like, here, you can see that there's, or not even here, if you see on, here, it goes to whack. There's one frame here.
And not slurping any of the glasses, Sunset.
Yeah, where her horn, you can see the particle like lingers behind there, right here.
Yeah,
But if you actually look at the render,
it's not going to do that.
it doesn't do that. So yes.
You got the worst sleeping spot.
How do you know that's Misty? You can't see her face.
It's a cool pink belly. That is just the face of somebody who's been traumatized. Just thinking about her sins.
How often do you slurp the foam off the top of my glass?
Yeah, don't do that.
How often do you do that?
Never. Because if I said anything besides that, you would be understandably upset.
Well, I mean, Sunset brought it up, which means it's non-zero.
Yeah, Sunset has the cameras everywhere. Surveillance. Knows things.
Okay.
I'm not dead.
Oh yeah, so I was looking at models. Was I looking at models? Yeah, we were looking at models. There should be a little bit of a sound effect there for rummaging to the bag. But some reason I still don't know why SFM doesn't let me modify individual sound effect volumes anymore. So I can add the sound effect, but it's gonna be louder until I can
Fix it
do it in post. Yeah. I rarely use SFM's exact output. I will usually do the output of any voice lines I do, because I can always cut them and move them if they're a little bit off. But I won't do any background or sound effects with it. I always do those separate. What is this?
Also, hello, Godzilla Man.
Oh, that's the little hoof sound.
It's a grumpy little horse.
There we go. Okay.
I'll take him.
Stupid face. Well, I need to remember to do the rummage sound, so I'm gonna try that quick, and then I can jump on that. Oh, here it is. So this is rummage. I'm gonna guess there's not a rummage sound effect.
I think if it's coins, we could get like a money sound effect, like jingle. You should type in jingle.
No, that's gonna be way too much. And if anything, jingle? I would just look up coin. That's like a lot of coins.
That's all like dropping coins. Digging for coins.
Bag.
Please, sir, take my bags of cabbages.
No. Not bags of cabbages.
Tag 'em and bag 'em.
Press the button.
Yeah, those are too aggressive.
Jingle?
No, that's, I mean, jingle. Those are weapon jingles. Those are jingle bells.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, coin doesn't, money.
Yes.
Chariots. According to Greg, theoretically, there's an Earth out there made entirely of money. Plus, since there's an infinite number of Earths, that means there's an infinite number of money planets. So, I've done the math, and I figure the odds of finding this thing are 100%. Not now, Greg. That doesn't mean I want you to stop testing.
Okay,
but do keep an eye out for the moneyverse. And let me be clear, I'm talking about U.S. currency. You find a peso verse, you just keep walking.
I love Greg Cave Johnson.
Why is there 4 of those?
Chariots. Cave Prime here. I hear you've been brokering a deal with that other cave. So here's what I want you to do. Find your alternate self, steal his stuff, put it in a box, and if there's a parking lot, walk the box out to it, because you're fired. Chariots. Dark Cave here. Listen, you find the moneyverse, you bring it to me. I'll take care of you. You want to be promoted to head of testing? Done. You want your asparagus rations doubled? I'll pull some strings. You want all the methane you can breathe? Not a problem. Remember, moneyverse, Dark Cave, asparagus, lots of it. Enough said. Hey, Greg, it worked! Welcome back, test subject. Now get back to work. Just because we own a universe made of money doesn't mean I'm made of money. Cave Johnson, we're done here.
No, that's from Portals 2.
Yeah.
Apparently one of the DLCs.
J.K. Simmons.
Yeah.
Yeah, J.K. Simmons, some of his best work. He really sold Cave Johnson as a character. He came back to reprise the role for a more recent game. I say recent, it's probably been a couple of years now because time just keeps slipping away.
If I ever need like sounds of things just rummaging or doing something, the carpet sound effect from Stanley Parable is just tons of different sound effects of just like little like whoosh, 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 And it's just nice for anything, interacting with anything.
Ninepence.
I'll try money.
Money.
Yeah, money.
I tried money.
Yeah, that's too loud, but
Try shuffle. Oh. Killed it with the shuffle. Look at me. Like, this is your fault.
it is.
I typed S and they called
Yeah, how
problem.
dare I type S? How great it would be for a sitcom starring Cave Johnson. That would be for a fun one, but I think that you can't play that character 100% of the time and keep it funny. He was great because every time they lost it all, but it was just carpets, whatever. It was just anytime they needed him to do something funny, it was just he'd come on and do it.
Yeah.
But if it was a sitcom, it was constant. And
I did like the like later game that came out where he reprised the role and they put his brain inside of a giant like robot head. But the second he came to life, he got scared and immediately killed everybody else in the room, and then he was alone. He's like, sorry, got scared, got startled a little bit, killed everybody in the room. Everyone's dead. Sorry about that. It's good stuff.
okay.
It's like
Got
that.
here, stupid face. Is there a recommendation for how to start?
You need to have ponies fighting mantis men.
Derpy sit in kettle?
That would be cute. Make
How do
it
you
cute.
get- I don't know if I can fit her in a kettle. It depends on how big the top is.
Teapot. Same
She's
thing.
kettle. Said kettle.
It's the same thing.
You go and you ask a European.
But something came up with kettle. There. How you gonna make her sit in that? It's got a solid on their lid. Just do teapot. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle, here is my spout. Oh, I'm broken.
None of them are open. Well,
I mean, that's a pretty solid one. Can you take the lid off? Or no? It's
No.
not inside.
actually, I could have just done that too.
Mm-hmm. Well. Need a cat with lasers. I got a cat with lasers.
Not a cat with lasers.
Try pitcher.
It's not quite the same.
Grasping at straws here, man.
That one's hollow. That one's hollow. It's gonna probably the closest we're gonna get. Look, they got a fancy horse picture.
That's a fancy horse pitcher.
Okay, so we're supposed to put Derpy in this.
Mm-hmm. Got Philly derpies. What are you trying to do? Why am I seeing all this Five Nights at Freddy crap? Rip. Oh, you got smart pants. There's some of these models you have that I've never seen.
I have a lot of stuff.
You got crazy horse models.
It's pony cocaine.
You do have pony cocaine.
That's what it's called. It's called
Clearly.
pony cocaine.
Ponies need their cocaine.
These are all from the Cancelot map.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not remembering what it's to search for, so we'll just go back to the Derpy.
Oh.
Okay.
Cocaine. Burr, 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 burr.
Okay, so first,
Go get in there.
yeah, we gotta try to fit her in.
Come big little horse.
Okay, Derpy. Derpy, you gotta get in there.
Did it. He's in it.
I did it. Okay, no. We'll fit her in here. It might... If we squeeze her in...
Just give her one for each hoof.
Hold on. I know how to fix
You can
this.
put one in for each hoof.
There we go.
No, hey.
Because I think I know we can fix this. But we're going to have to make some changes.
She's perfect. You don't change horse.
Okay, so we're going to have to, like, I think, start here. We're going to start with this spot, and then we're going to do this spot.
Morbid.
We're going to have to, okay, my goal. Here
Okay,
comes.
so you didn't like horror films.
Here comes my goal.
Oh, be nice. Be kind. Please rewind. The Derpy chant. For the Derpy religion, everyone chanted. Be kind. Please rewind. The Church of Derp. See, this is why you're not going to get a tax break. Stuff like this. Be nice, though, artist.
I am.
Is he thirsty? I did realize that because I think I mentioned this before, because you have like the uncut version of Adventure Time. Every clip of it I've seen on YouTube doesn't have the joke, but your one
I just
on
had the
flat
DVD
stocks.
version.
Yeah, but it's not edited. There's an edited version on the television version. And one of the funny jokes is there's this guy going towards a reservoir, and I'm like, oh, is he thirsty? And then that's where it stops. But in your version, he walks towards the reservoir. He's going to the reservoir. Is he thirsty? And then he keeps going, and then he just goes underwater, and it's like, oh no, he's just sad. Like, oh, dark. It's a very funny joke. He's just sad as he goes underwater. Best Adventure Time is much darker if you watch the unedited version. I want to find that on the Pony DVDs. It's just a bunch of dark humor. But no. The power of Derpy compels you. Right? Is he cute? He's thirsty. That's a butt. That is pretty adorable. Is he very thirsty? Yeah. Nobody taught her how pitchers work, so kind of knew there was water in there. She just wanted to get it.
And she's done.
Mm-hmm. Is it another Derpy trying to pull her out? Happening. Just need a second.
it's already gone. You see Michael?
Oh no.
He's stuck.
She's very stuck. It's very cute though. I'm being such a derp right now. Just look how someone should help her. What is that?
There's no oxygen.
No,
She
it's not
can't-
the oxygen.
She can't breathe.
She's okay. I'll get out of there. 'Cause she's derpy and she's awesome like that. Like anything you're doing.
Hmm?
I feel like you're a bad person. No, no.
Not the, oh,
Left her wings behind.
no, I just wanted the just one not move. Okay.
You know what my mother's favorite part about this whole house when she came to visit was? The fact that she was blown away by the fact that you have a down couch. It's got bird feathers. She's never seen that before. She was very impressed by
I
it.
didn't even know it when I bought it.
It's very comfy. For that reason. The cushions probably will need to be opened at some point. Everything fluffed back out.
There. I don't know where she's sleeping. She's stuck. Until this point, she just gives up.
And someone will find her and help her.
No, it's too late.
Too late. She's fine.
Oh, the oxygen ran out.
No, there's no way that's airtight. I knew you were gonna be a jerk. It's not enough just to make her stuck in the pot. You gotta make her like be sad too. It's like the pot just lies down.
And then Derpy's here forever now. She is the pot pwn.
That's Tree Hugger.
That's Tree Hugger?
Yeah, she's the pot pole.
I guess actually would make more sense if her legs kind of went out. Yeah, she'll just do like that. There we go. First now go. Poof.
One of my favorite old pictures of ponies getting stuck and stuff was just Twilight. Their head stuck in a coat hanger. It was very cute.
She like saying, "Get help,
She's like,
help me, human."
Human, I need your assistance. It's a very cute picture.
Your favorite horses are stupid ones.
No, they're just adorably dumb. It's different.
Oh, there we go. And that's it.
Yeah.
She's dead.
No, not dead. Napping, like all the other ponies.
Nope. I don't know what your tail's doing.
There's booze in there. She got drunk.
Yeah, and now she's going to suffocate.
Oh, it's got air holes.
Where?
Like, that's not airtight. She's only a little stuck.
Pretty
Maybe
sure
she
that's
wants
not,
to
I
be
don't know
in
if
there.
that's enough.
That's plenty.
Well, you know what my problem is? There's a reason I know that she's going to die. She doesn't have a head.
Oh, no. Poor horse. No head. Most of her torso's missing.
You look at.
Go,
So you know how like the chicken thing that works?
go inside of her belly. No, that's where her head's at. That's the chicken thing.
You try to cut off a head of a chicken. There's that one
Oh.
really famous one that survived for years. Yeah.
Let's see how.
As long as you keep it clean, the body itself was able to still function on its own.
Hmm.
'Cause, I mean, it's still, yeah, it would normally run around, but eventually just bleed out. But as long as you manage it and whatever, apparently they were able to keep it alive. They just had to keep shoving food down its neck or something.
It had to, I bet it was just missing like its face, not its whole head.
No, it was just like a stud. There was nothing. It was, I
Okay. Seems cruel.
can't remember the name of it. I'm not going to look up pictures because people might be squeamish. You can look up. Oh,
See how much of its head. That's the big thing. Like, is it just its face that's gone? Lived 18 months after being beheaded in 1945. Oh no,
Beheaded.
yeah. Its head's proper gone. 18 months without a head.
Yeah, they just kept feeding it.
It still had part of its brain stem
Yeah, that
And
was
an
probably
ear.
enough to, like, for basic function.
for the very basic function. It moved.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it still had part of its brain.
But that's terrifyingly, like, is it in pain? You don't know. I mean, did it even have? Could it feel pain?
Probably not.
So yeah, you don't know. It's kind of
But
like
you don't know.
like at that point, is that living? And like, there's
Not really,
like where
that's-
what is? But I mean, are you sure? Because which part of the brain was left? And like, there's so many questions that could come from something like that.
Well, the brain stem is just motor functions.
All right, but we're gonna be done. We did
But
this
yeah.
stupid. So it is 9. We went over quite a bit this week, so we're ready. Let's see here. Who's on right now? Got Cosmic Keyframe doing
The Five Nights at
first
Freddy's.
VTuber debut in Subathon. Oh, like some weird. Oh, I guess that makes sense for Cosmic. Cowgirl, the Inverted Shadow, and Retro. What is he doing? More Gunpla.
Only one of these people actually has a pony.
Yeah, but what is he doing?
It's an anthro pony.
No, he's like building. Oh, he's building some like kind of Gundam type things.
Mm-hmm. Gundam models.
Yeah, he's hiding his fingers. No, he doesn't want to make sure people don't get copies of his fingernails.
Is that what it is? Not that he's trying to keep smudges off the model.
Oh, there might be that too. But
Do pony roulette.
because no, I think retro we haven't done for a bit. I don't know what they're doing. There's something with cake. So like I think let's go with the model thing. This is like one of those things that you could just keep watching because it's just the tiny little things. Look at, he's meant to make it perfect. Would you go through the effort of cutting off all the little bits?
I think you have to, or it's ugly.
You wouldn't.
I did model cars when I was a kid.
Yeah, way too much work now. Okay. Oh,
Some
it's
other
not that button. I
things.
gotta do that button. So we'll be back on Friday. Try to. I think we're. What do we have left to do on that one? I think it's a lot of just the final stuff. Oh, I haven't done all the lip syncing and done any of that for Pear Butter. If we
Also,
finish the video next time, it's gonna be, or not the video, that shot next time is gonna be close.
You have to still do stuff with the first part too, don't you?
Yeah, that one's gonna be. It's not that I have to do much animation work on any individual. I just have to do a lot of loading horses and building up the shot. But that's gonna be a lot of horses. Oh, big
Good
derp.
jerk. She's going to interrupt the concert.
Oh, I know she's a dash. She's a derp.
She's a dark.
She's hoping to get that cheese at dust off the camera.
a lot of
He split the other models during slow periods in the cubicle farm. I used to have a coworker that I figured out she was being paid more than me, and she spent like a third of her day playing with Legos at her desk.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah, cheer soluble. And I complained about it, and I got a raise to equal what she was making, but she still did that, and I did all my work. So
yeah.
just crap industry. But anyways, yeah, we'll see you guys Friday, and have a good one. Behave.
Or don't.
No, we're not. There.